We are live. I am taking over for the next 5 minutes. Welcome to SCMP MMA's live companion. Today we're going to be watching One Fist of Fury 2, which is pre-recorded, as we all know, with the numbered shows. And right now, as of this moment, I'm only joined by the one and only Leon Jennings from Asian Persuasion MMA.
So you need.
And
Who else do you need when you got me in the house?
Exactly. Just the two of us is all we need.
Looking forward to long laugh fighting in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Fighting now, fighting next week, fighting all day, every day. Yeah. So, yeah, your favorite boy in the chat.
Do you have the fight? Should we put the fight card up?
I do not actually. I never download it.
It's on my Twitter feed if you need it.
I block it on Twitter, but I'm gonna go on the website. Let's see events. So real quick, because we didn't have you on yesterday, which are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to the first one. My boy Emilio.
Yeah.
He's so enthusiastic. He's the most enthusiastic person in the world. I love his enthusiasm, and he's on a 3-fight losing skid. So I'm kind of hoping he can turn it around. But he's got tough fighting. Mark Abelardo.
Have they been doing media for this? Have they been doing media for this?
Yeah, I think they posted some interviews out. I spoke to him last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in advance.
That's nice. Perks of being actual journal rather than fake journalist like me. Jasmine's Instagram/Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, that even though I'm not active on Instagram, at BlazeClicks, photographer extraordinaire that no one wants to hire. So yeah, there's that. There's also that on Facebook. You can look it up. It's the same, just photos, the same photos, nothing else, nothing interesting, really.
You know how to sell your Instagram account.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just sick of it, you know what I mean? Right, let's see. Share.
I haven't got a personal one. I've only got the Asian Persuasion MMA Instagram.
I've only got
account.
the work one. I don't have. Oh, really? I can't do it via website. I mean, I've only got work stuff. I don't have a personal. I mean, actually, I do have like personal. I don't really actually. It's not even considered personal Twitter. It's for anything that's not MMA. I put it separately. Just mostly because, you know, not everyone is into that. I
get you.
You know what? What's the Twitter? APMMA
_net.
On Twitter?
Yeah, just APMMA _net.
Right. Just gonna grab that real quick.
The face-offs are on there as well. The main and co-main event face-offs.
Oh yeah. Oh man, they're so big. It's crazy. Do you know the actual name of the guy at the back there? Because I only know him as Slick.
Rick. Auntie.
Slicky Rick.
AUTY.
Is he? Oh gosh, that's such a yeah. I know that's the case because he always slicks his hair back. Is this the recent one? Yes, this is cool.
He's in charge of sort of fighter relations or.
Yeah, he's. I know he's head of that. SCMP save. Right, I've stolen that off. So real quick.
Well, you look like you're in a real studio.
Is it because I've got the microphone on backwards?
Microphone and just the back wall, and then like you've got. It's kind of like studio-ish.
Yeah, I've even got my little camera there.
Cheeky.
Brand rep. If Canon's watching, I'm still loyal to you until I get enough money to change over because you suck. No, you don't. I've been using
Cameras are so
Canon forever.
expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, just
Photography gear
in
is so
general,
expensive.
DSLR cameras are very expensive, especially if you want to go into it like professionally. Share screen. Oh dear. Share screen. Let's see what's the fights today. That's the image.
So one fight's been changed since last week.
Yeah. So I told Jonathan that he's not going to like my background this week, and he seems to be infuriated by it.
Infuriating.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you see the little message in there? Yeah, I suppose that is quite infuriating, isn't it?
Little message. Are you talking about your backdrop or the whole screen backdrop? You look like you've got 2 post-it notes on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, they post-it notes.
Yeah.
They are.
They are. Yeah.
I thought I was just joking around.
No, that's the point. Let's see if I can just stick myself out there. Yeah, you can see the 2 post-it notes at the back there. One of them's a smiley face. Right. Let's see. Here we go.
Lovely observation. The podcast in post-fight, is that font based on Friends?
I have no idea. So, I have no idea. You have to ask Nick about that. So yeah, we've got the oh dear gosh,
We've got Muay Thai bout now. We didn't have last week.
Yeah, because they changed it around, didn't they?
Just the second fight, I think.
Yeah, they moved one MMA to the next one, and then they moved the Muay Thai to this one, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember for the life of me. Anyway, yes, Jonathan, that is my camera in the corner. Let's get that real quick. Yeah. My baby Canon 70 shot a lot of stuff with that. Got a 50 mm on there. I think it's 1.450 on it right now, but the other lenses are on the back there. Chris is not coming on yet, even though he said he's going to be on time, but he's in the chat. Eating laksa. You like laksa, don't you, Leon?
I think so.
Any good vegan laksas?
I'm sure there are. There's so many vegan restaurants near me now. When I Google it or go on Happy Cow, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Pity they're all half closed.
Ong says it's recently. Yeah. Oh, I actually when he's a bit ring rusty now, isn't he?
Rashad, I don't think he's fought in over 2 years.
Yeah.
Was it him? I think he's got a win over Alain Galani and a loss against Ong La.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Hello.
How you been?
I heard a ping when you jumped in. Is that normal?
Yeah, I just turned on the notifications again for the sound. How's my mic?
Just put his dinner in the microwave.
Yeah. I thought as well.
Is the sound okay for me? Sorry, I haven't used this home setup for
you're
ages.
home rather than fair enough.
Yeah, it's been like I can't remember last time I just had to set it all up again, and I forgot how long it takes to do that.
Yeah, I think it's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah. No, I honestly, it's January maybe. Oh, how's it going, guys?
Yeah, we were just chatting about how long Machado has been. It's been since Machado has been on there. So yeah, it's sharing my screen rather than anyone else's.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for starting the whole shebang.
No problem. Just getting things rolling, things popping up like crazy while I switch my apps. Yeah,
Switch away.
Machado. Yeah, 2018, November 2018. Do you have any idea how old he is, Leon?
Who?
Machado.
Not a clue. I would
Fair
guess,
enough.
but I'm rubbish at guessing ages.
Yeah, they just Chris and I were talking about it yesterday. We haven't been able to find his age, and was it Hunter Hao or Tang Kai's age? We could find their ages anywhere across the internet, but I guess we'll find out tonight in 3 minutes when the show starts, or even a bit later. Who knows? You're still setting up there,
Sweating out here,
Nicholas.
guys. Yeah,
Oh,
I am turning on the monetization for this stream.
yeah.
Get those sweet ad revenue
Sweet dollar
dollars.
monies.
Yeah. Which none of us
Anyway,
see.
anyone who is watching, if you have Twitch, do watch us on Twitch, and don't forget to follow us as well. Because when we get to 50 followers on Twitch, we can start monetizing.
Hang on
so
a
we
minute.
can get that sweet Twitch monies.
Sweet
What's
Twitch
Twitch?
dollar.
Is Twitch different? Twitch is different to TikTok.
Twitch
Yeah.
is different to TikTok, yeah.
What's
I
Twitch
don't
all
know
about?
if you can
Because
even.
isn't TikTok just like short videos?
Yeah,
What's Twitch all about then?
Twitch is about streaming. So it's like YouTube, but only live shows.
Oh, only live shows.
Mm-hmm.
Is it without all the political bullshit?
Who knows? Probably not. I think we're not allowed to say a few words. But I'll tell you about it later. Hi, Michael. You say 38, but Ong says 36. Who am I supposed to believe here?
Is that Ong La? Oh,
No.
Ong TF, yeah.
Different Ong.
Ong
But
La's
he did
Ong La has
mention Ong
40.
La, I do have to say. Slightly younger than Ong La. He says Machado's 36, but then Michael says he's 38. And who else do we need? I can't remember. Chris, do you remember whether it was Tang Kai or Hunter Hao? Quickly type with your little thingies.
Do we need anyone's ages?
Well, I've started to stick that into my consideration. Michael would believe me. I've started to put age into consideration when I'm doing research, because you never really know. It might affect someone, it might not. So
Look at
Would
Glover
you do
Teixeira.
research if you weren't doing that fantasy league thing?
I did it even before we were on fantasy thingy. Speaking.
Interesting.
Shout out to Fanatics.
Shout
James
out to Fanatics.
treated me to a nice lunch today, so that was good.
Thanks, James. You should be watching us. But they do their own streams as well, don't they?
Yeah, they'll be watching somewhere.
Ganis is back.
Actually, I've just thought I've got everyone's details on the card, their ages, their teams, everything.
You should be putting it on the topology. Like that's nothing on there. It's nothing anywhere. It's crazy. Salam Sajastra, Ganis.
Hang on a minute. Aren't we pushing up the videos when we've got comments in the bottom? Well, didn't we learn how to do that last week?
Yeah, but I think it's because I'm sharing. But here we go. There you go. Oh, that doesn't look very nice, does it?
Get that three-way action.
This one.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon, Nick.
I meant what I said.
That's not the first time you said that, is it, Nick?
Yeah, it is not, and not the last.
We know what you said. We all
stand by
heard
it.
it here. So tell us what you're drinking.
Oh, it's half past.
Oh, back to the old Dragon Waters. Yeah. Oh God, I'm not used to this setup. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not used to being
Hong
in the middle, are
Kong
you?
company. No, just not used to being at home. And I've been going to the studio in the office for the last few weeks.
Fair enough. I need to start switching it around.
Brandon Vera is on screen.
Where? My thing.
Well, it's heavyweights, I guess, isn't it? They're going to be talking about. I wonder why Brandon Vera versus Arjun Bulla isn't on the TNT series.
Maybe
Yeah, that's interesting.
Is he like doing a show or something? Movie.
Where did we get to in the comments? What should I look at?
Okay, I'll just click here. Yep.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, Machado was born May 11th, 1982.
82.
He's
Thanks, Michael
based in
Owen.
Rio de Janeiro,
Rio.
and he's 185 centimeters tall.
I invited
185.
Michael. Do you want to join, Michael? I can send you the link.
Ooh.
He told me he couldn't get
Actually, I
hold of
can't
you.
remember. Have I ever met Michael?
I changed my
don't think
number. I had to change my phone number. Yeah. Shit. Sorry.
Oh
I didn't think
yeah, I
about
forgot about that. Michael
Yeah.
said, "Is Nick alive?" I was like, "Yeah, he's probably just busy." I completely forgot you changed your number.
it. Sorry. Oh, yeah.
Because it's just there on
Let me
the
send
group,
him
isn't
the-
it? Oh no,
Yeah,
now
so
Michael's gonna
you
want to
must
be
have
on
only
the
got
group.
one tick when you messaged him.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael. I didn't block you.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Oh, I
Just
sent that
some
to the wrong
drama.
Michael.
Wrong Michael. He's gonna jump on like, who's this?
Michael's like, "What?" He goes, "He invites me on, and then he disappears on me."
Oh no, wait. Oh no, I got the wrong. I'm so silly. This is why I don't have both accounts on my phone, because otherwise I can't.
He's got his own team as well, Machado, and he's a former
Yeah.
Peru FC heavyweight champion.
Did you say Peru?
Peru FC heavyweight champion.
Hey, Chatri is not yelling today.
I'm sure someone says that every week.
All right,
Shout-
Michael.
shout-
I've sent you the
normally
link,
me.
Michael.
It's
Yeah.
okay, Michael. If you're next to
So-
me and these two, you don't need to worry about looking pretty.
Quick point.
We're just
quick
we're
point.
just a combination of pretty.
We are. A quick point. We were talking last week about Amir Akbari has already got his next fight booked. So's
Yeah.
his opponent on the card.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's a bit like, I don't understand why they do that.
Well, they don't normally. They normally
This is
For a
the second or third time that they've done this.
well for several cards. They were announcing their card the week of the fights, which is too late. But
Yeah.
now I think it's because it's a TNT. That needs to be big. It needs to be in advance. It's not a good look if they announce it a week in advance. It needs to be in advance. And obviously, Wonder Girl was booked to fight as well. I imagine she won't do. She's got a broken face, so I guess you announce it, and then if something happens, you make adaptations.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus, welcome back. He's asking if he can join as well, Nicholas.
Here's my boy, the honey badger.
Yeah, get involved if you want.
I tell you what, if anyone's
The more the
listening,
merrier.
We can have max 10, right?
I don't know.
I think it might be 10. I'm not sure.
Let's do it.
Let's just have a party.
Yeah.
You were saying, Leon, sorry, this is your boy.
Sorry, Leon.
win or lose, watch Emilio's interview of me afterwards, because he's one of my favourite people to interview because he's just so energetic. I was like, because he had a bad 2020. Obviously, there was a COVID. He had a fight booked, had to pull out injured. I was like, what positives can you take out? I go, if there's one person I know who could take positives out of the year, it was you. He's going, oh man, I took up gardening because I was thinking I need to be self-efficient, and I picked up new hobbies, and I took the positives out, and he's just a massive ball of enthusiasm.
You gonna let him in?
I
It's
love
Michael
people like that.
Owens making his
It's
debut.
Michael Owens. Oh my gosh.
Here he is.
Welcome.
And apologies again. I changed my phone number. And
Don't be silly. It's fine, man.
I'm gonna have to change the banner because I
This
know
is
everyone
like
wants to see my face.
It's like the hardest
What
working
did you
team
say?
in
Oh, yeah.
MMA right here, so I'm not surprised if a couple of my
Oh, yeah.
messages go unanswered, you know.
Exactly.
No, he still loves you. Don't worry.
I feel like I'm sort of in the wrong place because I'm not getting the best angle of my bookshelves with this camera angle, like, which is like kind of I'll give you a sneak preview of the
Yeah, do
Deadpool
that.
one over there. Like,
Fair enough.
Give us a show.
You've got Harry Potter, I see.
that's the sort of where we couldn't fit the rest of the books went onto that shelf.
That's your special books, your favourite
and-
books.
Yeah.
No, well, they're all the books that we've read before, plus other stuff that didn't quite fit because I'm a bit of an OCD freak. And they're not all the same size. It's so annoying. Anyway, this is the kind of chat you want for an MMA stream, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
No, we are here for the Bants. Random chats.
Armin was expecting the real Michael Owen. This is the real
This is
Michael
the
Owen.
real Michael Owen. What are you on about?
Yeah. Not sure if
We
Michael
don't-
Owen, the footballer, likes MMA or won championship. But
He doesn't like an awful lot apart from horse racing, to be honest. We don't really talk about him in Newcastle because he's
here we go. We don't. Leon, or any idea why Emilio deleted his Twitter account, Honey Badger?
Be 2 seconds.
Okay.
Because Twitter is toxic. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're coming to the circle.
who have you guys
Chris
picked for
will
this
be
one?
joining. I cannot remember who I picked.
I think we. Oh wait, I'll let you.
If someone's got audio on, can they like run it through their headphones or something?
Yeah, sorry, that was just me. I was putting it on another screen.
Sweet.
I think
I don't
you're
want
the
them
only one who
copyright
went
strikes.
for Mr. Honey Badger.
So
I
why
gotta
cancelled
check
his
what I
Twitter
picked.
account?
Yeah.
Didn't
Well,
ask. Probably.
If he's got, well, I don't blame anyone for cancelling social media accounts.
Well,
I'll
I did that
cancel
for a
you,
whole
Leon.
year. That's why I don't give a crap about my Facebook or Instagram. Someone asking me.
I went for Emilio on the picks, apparently.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Like, completely opposite of Chris and myself.
Got to mix it up.
Yeah. See, I haven't gone and made any picks for this one. Although had it was, it's a tough one to call this one as well because it'd be interesting to see Emilio at bantamweight as well because he was a little bit undersized against like Nakahara, just like pushed him around in that last fight that he had as well, and he just had far too much power from him. So.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Michael,
true, actually.
introduce yourself to the fans. You tell them what you do. You do a bit of stuff for the One Championship website, right? I believe.
Well, I'm a freelancer now. I worked for Fighters Only magazine for a long time. I was the editor of that. Then went to work for One Championship, and then stopped working for One Championship last year in the great streamlining of
Yeah,
operations in
dear.
2020. But I'm doing a bit of stuff for them again now, and a few
You've
other
come back into the
organisations
fold.
in Europe and the UK.
That's good. Good to hear.
Yeah, that's a lot better than me. I just got cut completely with no word.
From one.
It's tough, man.
Well, I was freelancing for them as well, but I wasn't like writing or anything. I was under marketing, so they like wiped the whole marketing team, and there I went.
I see. Fuck.
All right, Abelardo and Urrutia. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The Honey Badger.
The Honey Badger.
Someone's got audio on.
It's not me.
I'm going.
It's not me.
immediately.
I've actually somehow got the subtitles on the commentary as well, and it's referring to Emilio as Emilio Tortilla.
That's his new nickname right there.
Tasty.
Oh, subtitles.
You should have. Yeah, that's a brilliant invention, isn't it, Leon?
Well, what I mean is, I forgot I was going to pull my TV nearer to me. Forgot.
There we go. Mike in shot.
Oh yeah,
Post
you've got
fight in there. Yeah.
branding.
Brandon.
The Brandon Vera.
Oh yeah, I'm just going back to an earlier point. Yes, Machado is 38. Whoever that was in the chat who was trying to tell them he was 36. I've got the official stuff in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look who's here.
Oh look. Ooh, too many cooks. Oh my goodness me! Look at this.
What the heck is
We've
going
got
on
a
here?
party.
As they say, too many men, too many men.
That's what they say.
Yeah, boy, better know.
We need
Chris,
to get a
this
six.
is Michael next to you, Michael Owens, who's frequently in the chat.
Absolute pleasure,
Okay.
Michael. Absolute pleasure to have you on here.
Yeah, nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to put the face to the name.
No doubt.
Did you guys mention as well, Emilio, this is Bantamweight debut, and
Yeah,
he's changed
yeah.
gyms as well. He's gone from Tiger Muay Thai to Bangkok Fight Lab since this year, or the last few months.
Please use his full name, Emilio Tortilla.
Yeah.
You need to screenshot it.
Here we go. Sorry, we're a bit bigger now. Okay.
Yeah, we need a 6, and then make it look
I've
nice.
covered Leon's face there. Sorry, I'll change that.
Watch the fights. Worry about that later.
I can't cover Leon's face. It's the moneymaker.
That's true. Actually, the Australians aren't in chat, so
Yeah,
they wouldn't mind.
they will be. They will be.
Looking good at this weight, though, Emilio.
Yeah, so quick, so powerful.
Oof.
I actually interviewed him on a few hours before the fight,
Oh yeah.
rather than days in advance. Yeah.
That tells me he's winning the fight, I think.
No, he said
That's a-
before.
Before the fight.
So did he do
Oh,
it
as
during
in
the
like not. I don't think meant today. I was like, okay.
No,
No,
on
he
the
meant last
fight,
week.
fight day.
All right. If he just did a quick interview with you like an hour ago,
I was supposed to interview him all week, but he was just busy and they kept missing each other. Then finally it's done on fight day.
how dare
Thought he was
he?
your best friend. He should
Yeah.
make time for you.
Everyone should.
That's it.
I can't imagine how difficult it must be to corral the fighters to get them to interview about a fight that they've already had, so therefore
Yeah.
feel under no obligation to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's probably in
I
their
think-
contract.
It must be in their contract, but I think they did it at first, right? And then they accidentally gave the winners away that one time
Mm.
because Pierre was giving Nick or something.
Oh no, that was.
Don't blame me.
No, they offered him two fighters, didn't they?
Yeah, who basically
Oh
won.
yeah. The gig was up
They
then.
spoiled it. They spoiled it for Nick.
You never know though. You never know because some fights. There are some
Ooh.
fights on the roster
Ooh, wow.
that probably would be happy to do an interview after
That
if
was
they lost.
nicely called.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's running away.
Honey Badger.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
some
The elbows.
elbows.
The elbows. Wow.
Elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hammer
Oh, 10
fist.
seconds. Come on,
Whoa.
Mark. You can do it, Mark.
Survive. No, I need my pick.
Oh.
pick.
Oh,
Ooh.
Emilio
wow.
has had some.
God.
Oh,
This is the longest 10 seconds in the world. Oh my gosh.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Emilio
by
had
the
some
bell.
of the most epic wars in one championship. His last couple of fights.
that
Where is
that
Zach's?
Lee Kaiwen fight is one of the like sort of underrated gems from one championship.
It
I
was
think that
unbelievable.
absolutely crazy.
I think it was that fight because he had 2 wars in a row, and before the second one, I spoke to him. He went, "I can't do that again." He goes,
Yeah,
"My
the same
background's
thing.
wrestling, and my strength's on the ground. I'm not going to do it again." A minute into the fight, and he's just fighting in a phone booth again.
Yeah,
That's his enthusiasm. He gets carried away. His strength is
Yeah.
on the ground, and he just gets
Yeah.
pulled into these crazy wars.
The thing you were saying to me as well, like, because I was trying to, obviously you're sort of trying to sell the fight because I was writing at the time the official one website. I was saying, oh, well, you might not have got your hand raised, but, everybody loved that fight. So you must take something from that. And he was sort of like, well, not really, because it really sucked and I lost and I got knocked out. So, yeah. But then, as you said, the very next fight with him, like, as soon as he gets hit on the button, he's just like, ugh! And starts trying to exchange again. But you can't blame him for doing it in this one because he was doing all right for the start until he started getting absolutely bludgeoned with elbows there.
Yeah, he got caught, and now he's getting caught again.
He's got to get the fight to the ground.
For someone, yeah, exactly. For someone who apparently loves the ground game, he hasn't attempted that much.
All his fights stay on the feet.
Yeah.
He was saying to me that's partly because he was fighting at featherweight and he was fighting bigger guys. He said he didn't want to waste energy trying to get someone bigger than him down to the ground. So he hasn't got that excuse tonight.
No.
And the other thing as well is we all say that, like, when a wrestler just
there we
gets
go.
into.
Oh.
Well, that's sort of what I was going to say, actually. We all say, oh, why don't you take him to the ground? That's just strength, blah, blah, blah. And like a few wrestlers said, that's easier said than done. You can't just click your fingers and take someone to the ground because they're trying to stop you.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't say that that's what you train for if you don't attempt it, right? Like, if you don't know what's going to happen unless you attempt it. And that's the first time he's attempted it.
Yeah, yeah.
I still don't think he's all there in this round. Like, his jabs are lacking quite a bit of pop.
Let's be fair. In that last round, he saw Slater, Zach, Jesse. He was saved by the bell. Let's be fair.
The funny thing is, he's got Slater commentating.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Chilson.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I never thought of that.
Separated at birth.
I just got to say, rest in peace, Screech. Dustin Diamond.
No doubt.
I don't want to get distracted, but he was a strange one, wasn't he, in real life?
I don't know. He had a sex tape.
Yeah,
I don't think you should ever be famous before you're a teenager. Let's be honest. It's not good for your mental health.
No.
Hey, Mitch Shelton turned out all right off that show.
Yeah.
Different kind of famous.
Yeah.
That was brilliant, though, Saved by the Bell. That and Wonder Years. They don't make TV like that anymore. It's rubbish. Kids' TV these days is rubbish. Teletubbies. What the?
I don't think that's the same audience, Leon, but I'll tell you one thing.
Teletubbies was like the 90s. What are you on about?
I started watching...
an infant program.
Never watched it.
I started watching the OC lately again, Leon. I think you'd really enjoy it.
I've been to the OC. I've been to Orange County.
Yeah.
I really didn't feel like I'd really been a part of this stream. And...
Is that a double knockdown?
He is cold out. Cold. What?
Boom, shakalaka. Sorry, Nicholas.
Good night, Irene.
Crikey.
Oh, dear.
Oh, man.
dear.
I tell you, I thought Emilio was going to win because he's been active on social media this week. He's shared my interview.
That's what everyone said yesterday, didn't they, Chris? And we went against him. We were like,
fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it.
That's what I said.
Oh my gosh, where did that even come from?
You can't even judge it on that.
Okay.
Whoa.
The elbow.
What?
Oh my god.
Now the subtitles are called an elbow now.
Great stuff by the ref there. Just diving in to save that second one coming.
Herb Dean should watch that video back.
Yes.
Which
Herb Dean, take notes. Oh,
Did anyone catch your time?
No, we were all too excited. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll have it for you.
Hold up. Did Dom Lau crack his voice on the recording?
Crack his
He
voice.
may have done.
3 minutes 20 of round 2.
320.
3.
Yeah, super safe by the ref, Eddie. I agree with that. Boom, it's
But
all
you're not
over.
gonna hear
Armand
complaints
Ennis.
from here, that's for sure.
That ref is amazing. Agree with you, Tim.
Not a good start for you, Nicholas.
We are accustomed to that. We've grown accustomed to me not being good at picking fights. So, you know.
That was crazy. He went down at the same time. In fact, he went down first.
Yeah.
Are my auto-generated subtitles playing up again, or did Mitch actually just call him Mark Elbow Lardo? Because either that is an amazing coincidence, or I think Mitch is just being Mitch.
Oh God. I gotta see this again.
Oh wow!
That was right in the chin.
That is KO of the year contender, I think.
I've never seen a knockout like it.
No, I've never seen it.
No.
You just put it all into the elbow.
Man, I would have loved to have that shot.
It looked like it barely touched him. It must have just got him right on the button and just.
Mark Elbow, indeed, they're playing that one up.
Mark Elbow Lardo, indeed.
Man, that was crazy.
Crazy. Oh my goodness.
I'm gutted for Emilio though.
Yeah. Good on him for sharing your interview and stuff.
What's that?
Good on him for sharing your interview.
He shared my interviews of like, check out the interview with my boy Leo. Check out what I've been doing for the last 2 years. And like, I'm thinking, I know you can't tell. God, I think, you know, you can't, but when you're that enthusiastic, I'm thinking, he must have won.
That is a sign of a company guy.
Because they're sharing it and then they're telling everyone to go and watch it as well.
Yeah. Can I just ask a question to Michael? Michael, do you sometimes wonder where you can find out fighter records, where you could message your friends in the fight game, where you could go against Vegas odds in a group of your friends on fantasy MMA? Because there is a place
Chris,
like that.
You know, Chris, I have wondered that. Could you tell us where I could find those things?
There is a place like that. You can find it on the Play Store, the Huawei Gallery, Google Play, Apple App Store. You can find it right out there. It's the best MMA app out there. You know, nowadays, when I go to the toilet, I used to take a newspaper. Now I take the best app out there, MMA Fanatics Fantasy app. Get out there, download it, join your friends, create some leagues, and join our league.
Well, Chris, that sounds great. Can you tell us the name of that app one more time, please? Fanatics MMA. You know what that was? That was a professional job, because obviously we've never met before, and that was like professional advertising quality there.
You always need one shill. You need one guy to shill for the money, eh?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do it anymore. Nick told me off last week. in the middle of trying to...
Got to get the ASMR going, guys. Whatever it's called.
Hello, T-Rex. When is Amir Ali Akbari? Hey, is the main bout, so you're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. Probably. If we're gonna have a night of knockouts, we don't know, but probably in about an hour. While you wait, you can listen to the lovely Nicholas eating his food.
Nick, I don't know if you noticed, Nick, that Meng Bo didn't go ahead of Denise in the rankings.
Go fuck yourself, Bill.
What's that?
I said go fuck yourself.
So I think that means you've got to go vegan for a month.
Oh, no.
Leon, can I ask a question? What do you think about John Wayne Parr being in the rankings? And was he actually in there in the January 21st update? Because it seems like he's just slipped in there all of a sudden.
I heard rumours that Nick put him in there. Nick had a word of his best mate Chattery, and said,
Yeah.
"We Chattery, mate, John Wayne Parr."
I didn't like them both. I put Fabricio Andrade number 2 in bantamweight. I think that was. I don't think I actually changed any other division. Maybe one.
I tweaked a little bit. I
put
put
Mengbo up in first. So yeah.
Just to get out of the bet.
When are we going to get the official start date for your vegan month?
You name the time and place.
Place.
Hong Kong, gotta be the place.
Can't go anywhere else.
Well, we wait till I come back to Malaysia and do it with you there. That's sounding dirty. Yeah.
God.
We don't put it off 6 months, do we?
All right, we'll do it, Leon. I'm
Thing
already
is, though,
having my oatmeal and my almond milk, at your behest. So.
Oh, you've
There
got
you
almond
go.
milk. You're having your
I
love
own
this
almond
stuff.
milk.
This stuff's amazing. 94% purified water and almond, 5% sunflower seeds, 1% coconut nectar for the
It
sweetness.
sounds like 0% milk, yet it calls itself milk. Questions have to be asked.
Yeah, a lot of companies do MYLK. Milk.
Milk.
What about coconut milk? It's got nothing to do with cows, and that's been going around for longer than cows. We've been stealing their babies and their milk and raping them.
Well, basically, yeah.
Chris, ask me why I'm a vegan.
No, don't do it.
No,
Don't do it.
Chris,
I'm going to
ask
kick him out. I'm going to kick him out, Nick. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
What
I'm
time
gonna
is it
press the button,
in
Nick.
Malaysia,
I'm going to press
Leon?
it.
Vegan o'clock.
Okay. What time is it in Jordiland, Michael?
It is 1
Point
o'clock.
This
1
stuff
o'clock,
is
fair play.
amazing. It's so it's sweet. It's got no sugar in it. It's natural. It's healthy. It's
Show us again. I'll
amazing.
pick you up on the screen. So. Yeah.
I feel like Leon's got a better sponsor than us.
Yeah.
How much did they pay for that,
They
Leon?
have paid me millions to show it on tonight's show.
Millions of
You
Vietnamese
should
dong,
actually.
maybe.
You should show them this clip, and then say, "Sponsor me." What up?
137 degrees almond milk, amazing.
130. That's
Could not recommend it. And they do walnut milk. You can get it without the 1% coconut nectar. If you don't want it quite sweet, it's just
Nothing-
naturally sweet. It's amazing. It's like drinking chocolate milkshake.
Yeah.
nothing that Nick can drink.
I
Absolutely.
usually only have it in my muesli, but every now and then I treat myself.
Yo, what?
Because all I drink is water. So every now and then I give myself a little treat and have a little bit of almond milk.
No tea, no caffeine.
Well, do you know what? No,
You're
little
British.
insight
You
into
don't
it.
drink tea.
But I have 1 cup of green tea a day with ginger because it's healthy. But I've always avoided hot drinks. Do you know why? I've always thought, what's the point in drinking a drink that you need to cook?
Whoa there.
Whoa,
Like,
my
what is the
God, I'm
point in
sorry.
drinking
You just say that
something?
with 3 other
I'm
British
sorry.
people in the
That's
chat.
like that's legitimately like saying, why cook food you need to cook? I can just eat salads all day. Oh no,
Because
sorry, Leo.
there's-
I
I've an
forgot
answer
you're
to-
a vegan. That's why
I've an
you don't
answer.
want to
I've an
cook
answer to
anything.
that.
You
I've an
just
answer
eat
to
salad.
that. I've an answer to that. Basically, tea doesn't taste any better than cold drinks. With food,
Whoa.
Sometimes you need to-
Right,
I'm sorry.
sometimes you
Leon.
need to cook it. Although, to be
Leon.
fair, I prefer all food cold. Chinese, Indian, pizza,
God.
Malaysian, Mexican. I prefer
Oh.
everything cold.
Did you just say cold pizza? Are you
Oh.
a monster?
Right, you know what it is, right? I listened to Leon's chat about almond milk and I sat there and I let him carry on. But if he's going to slag off tea and now talk about cold pizza, come on, mate. Yeah.
Why are people insulted by me not drinking tea?
I'm not insulted.
If
I
you
just
don't
can't
drink
insult
tea, then you're not British. Sorry.
Tea is like a legit thing, man. It's good for you.
It's in your
I
blood.
drink a cup of green.
Antioxidants.
I drink
And
a
there
full cup
Michael
of-
is with his little teapot.
I drink a cup of
not just
green
a little
tea with ginger every day.
You say little tea,
That's
but this
still
was actually a
tea.
Christmas present off my girlfriend. This is Le Creuset
Oh,
tea.
my goodness.
Wow.
Oh,
Fancy.
And
Colin.
she got for my birthday, which was a couple of weeks ago, a matching jug
Whoa.
What
with
a
real, with full fat milk in it.
Oh, the next
Can I tell you one thing, Michael? You need to get her a pair of goalie gloves because she's a keeper.
Very good.
Can I just say out there to all the Persians in the chat, Shalam Chatori? I think that's how they used to say it, the Persians. So big it up, Salam Chatori. We're all here for Amir Ali Akbari. Big it up.
And I just noticed an Alan Shearer.
Oh, wait, I'm
comment in
going to
the chat there,
try
which
and
is
read it because
much
I learned how
appreciated.
to read it when I was younger. Kuntu. Oh, I can't remember that letter. I give up.
Bruce, can I just make a point to Bruce Banner in the comments? I saw it come on the screen. I didn't see it on the screen. That's the dumbest
grow
thing
up.
I've ever heard in my life. Your comment. Absolutely, the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Thank you.
What did Bruce Banner say?
Yeah.
I'm a vegan because I don't like the vitamins and minerals people need to survive from meat.
Oh, there you go.
He didn't say from meat, did he? He just.
Well, that's what
He
he's
just
implying, isn't it? What
No,
he's
you
saying,
never know.
I'm a-
You're just putting words in people's mouth now.
Leon is a vegan because he hates the vitamins and minerals people survive, as if to say, I can't get the vitamins and minerals from my vegan diet, which is the healthiest diet on the planet. Fact. There's no ifs or buts. It's
You know
the
what,
healthiest
Leon?
diet on the planet.
Leon, we're talking about veganism. We've talked about COVID with you. We don't want to be controversial. What do you think about LeBron James and Kobe Covington's back and forwards,
Oh my
and the place of black athletes to speak about politics? Take it away, Leon. Let's not be controversial now.
You're playing with fire here,
I
Chris.
would say, look at people like Muhammad Ali, people who have made a stance and say, I'd have to, wasn't it Zlatan? He
Oh, it's Zlatan.
criticised,
Sorry, it's Zlatan.
He's-
But
he
Kobe got
criticised-
involved as well.
criticised LeBron.
Yeah.
No, I think that's bollocks, what he said.
To be fair, has LeBron? I haven't watched NBA in ages. Has he been well?
Let's talk about the match. We can get into these,
Before we get into basketball.
T-Rex. Is this Jurex Zamboanga? Watch him. Is that the
No,
T-Rex?
he's. I think T-Rex said he's from Iran earlier. He's
Okay. All right.
Ali Akbari fan, of course.
I mean, we've got a Muay Thai treat now that we didn't have scheduled a week ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Tim, how dare you say
Tim.
those words?
Yeah, this should be pretty good as well. This Han's my go-to guy for one Super Series action. Like, I mean, one of my favorite moments since they launched one Super Series was his knockout of Ryan Sheary, which I mean, he was so much better than he should have been beaten all day anyway. But like in terms of one punch knockouts, that is just so satisfying to watch hundreds and hundreds of times. Like he absolutely destroyed that poor bloke.
There we go.
Yeah, I can't.
It's Persian, I think, not Arabic.
Yeah, I can read it because you sort of learn it in school, but
Persian, not Arabic. I thought you would learn Arabic in Malaysia.
But I mean, old Malaysian used to be written in that script.
Farsi, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
we had to read it because I think the Constitution is still written in that.
Farsi. Oh wow!
I mean, it's
fair
like
play.
it's Farsi, but like in Malay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just the like letters and stuff. That,
Oh!
ooh, right in the face.
Right on the button.
Ding dong.
Who's everyone got in this fight? Who have you got, Michael? Who have you got, Leon?
I've got
I got to check the app to see who I had.
I think you.
I've got Hansi Howell.
Answer how.
If he gets a knockout tonight,
I got Hansi Howell
he's
as
got
well.
the most knockouts in one Super Series Well, out of anyone with 6. I
Yeah.
think he's tied 5 with. I can't remember. He's on 5 at the moment. He could go on his own on 6 day.
Oh,
He's got some crazy knockouts as well.
I think before this started, I would have maybe picked Noi, although I think I might be wanting to change my pick after seeing the first 90 seconds of this. But yeah. Like I don't know whether Ham's really been the same since he fought for the title. I don't know how much you can read into him knocking out. Was it Jordan Boy was his last win? I don't know how much you
Yeah,
can read
he
into that. But
he knocked out Jordan Boy.
yeah, but Noi looked really good in his fight against Leo Pinto or Victor Pinto, whatever you want to call him.
I think we got a threat from John.
Oh wow!
Oof.
you better join the chat, JHK.
Oh wow!
Shaking in my boots.
I suppose we do need an even number.
But he is asking where is Tom Taylor? He obviously doesn't want
No, I
himself
don't
on.
read that. Oh, you just ruined it.
Oh,
Sorry. I'd prefer a Tom Taylor or a Drake Riggs.
don't bother Drake. He's asleep in Las Vegas. He's got to go to the weigh-in tomorrow.
Oh, I know how to read that one. Well, I need to pay attention first. So Noi was that counted? The Noi drop? That's what I want to know.
Nah,
That wasn't a
I
knockdown.
don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway,
One
I
Super
know how to
Series
say
rounds
this
go
one.
so fast, don't they?
Yeah.
I know how to say this one.
Say it.
Salam. That's what he said.
Salam Chatori.
Did you Google it?
No, I think that's it. I don't know.
Drake is at
Big
the
break.
big range. He can't be anywhere else.
No, I spoke to Drake earlier. He's not at a place like that. He told me he was going to church. He was going to pray and
Drake the
read some
rapper.
Pray for his soul.
Drake Riggs.
Big
He's a
rig.
very solemn man.
Oh, we've got one viewer on Twitch. Whoever's viewing on Twitch, please say hello.
We had 3 views on Twitch the other day for something.
Nice.
I've never heard of
You're
it.
making that money. That's where the cash is at 3 viewers.
Danielle, hello.
All right.
Good morning to you.
Good morning,
Who's
Daniel.
fighting right now? We got Hanji Howell and
Hans
Noi.
and Adam Noi. Well, we've got a one and only Muay Thai fight.
Just run on the spot and watch the fight because it's a good
Yeah.
fight.
Oh,
Ooh, drop.
You don't want to be too long because there's only 4 fights after this, and they go at pretty fast pace. These one
Just run
cards.
around the block a little bit.
They're over in no time.
Handsy how?
So this card's got 2 heavyweight bouts, 2 featherweight bouts, and then the first 2 cards are 2 bantamweight bouts.
Pretty
Yeah, you could-
entertaining, I think.
You can't imagine
Bruce,
those last 2 fights are going to go on for very long either, can you?
No. I think it's going to be KO.
KOKL.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bruce, we're going to save the vegan chat for in between fights. So just,
Yeah, Leon
Load
needs to
up the
pay
questions.
attention and do his job.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't normally look at the comments because I just go off
Probably
on
for the
crazy.
best.
I know, I go off on a crazy little tangent. Tangent, is that the right word?
Do you remember there was
Yes,
a time in
that's
the
the right
comments though, Leon, where a lot of people were showing you a lot of love, like a lot of love, if you know what I mean.
Wait, what
The
tonight?
Australians.
Yeah, they're not in right now. Actually, I'm not sure where Bruce is from. It's not any of the ones that I know.
Amir will be in about an hour, I think.
Yeah, about.
We don't know, but there are going to be 3 more fights after this one before Amir Alegbari in the main event.
I guess I should probably know this, but what kind of broadcast deal does one have in Iran? Because this, as far as I know, he is like a super big deal over there, right? So
He's got 2 million followers on Instagram. So.
yeah,
I have no idea.
I think they're probably on YouTube there. So.
I know
surprised
they're
they
not
were putting
really
him in the main
strong in
event.
the area. Ooh, look at that. Scrims. Whoa.
Ooh.
We're getting some elbows tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elbows are the theme.
Time? Wait, what happened now? What?
I think he's warning him for poking him in the eye or something.
This fucking camera.
Oh, so sweet. Well, there's at least one Australian in the chat.
Oh,
Danny Boy's in the
And
house.
it's your man. It's your man, Dan.
Dan the man.
Yeah.
Dan the man. Ooh.
Amir, do you know, if you are from Iran, is there a TV deal with One Championship?
Or
over
do
there?
you watch it on YouTube?
Yeah. Tell us.
Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no broadcasting deal in this region.
No. Yeah, you forget you get outside of certain countries, it could be carried on a mobile phone operator, it could be on a platform that's just over there. I don't think there's any North Koreans in the chat, John. They don't have YouTube over there.
He is the North Korean.
John defected.
That's what
he's.
that's
Oh
what he's-
wow! Wow! Oh my god!
That's what he's trying to tell us.
Wow!
Right. Third and final round.
Tim making sense there.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, I don't think
That was a stupid message as well. A completely stupid
Oh
message.
god.
because-
No, Leon, pay attention to the fight. Look up.
Dig,
Good boy.
dig.
Good boy. Look up.
After the fight, we'll talk about veganism again. 1 round each. Winner will be towing based on this round. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not looking at my computer screen until after this
Yeah,
fight.
don't just do your job. Pay attention to the time.
I think we just enjoy the swift movements of Hansi Hao.
Yeah.
I'm sure Nick deliberately put some
thinks it's
messages
gone
up
1
to
round
try
each. I don't
Whoa.
believe that. Did he just take that leg?
Maybe. Nah.
Oh, it's so weird. Like Michael, not you, Michael, but Chevello
Voice.
pronounces Hanse Hao correctly sometimes and then incorrectly other times.
How is it correctly pronounced?
Hanse Hao.
Okay.
Han.
I'm probably
Hao.
guilty of that. There's a lot of names I have to say
both
slowly and concentrate. Whereas if I'm saying them without thinking, excited.
Can we ever forget Jing Zhongnan repeatedly at the One Championship press conference?
So Jing Zhongnan and Jiong Jingnan, they almost sound exactly the same.
Okay.
Completely different people.
Jiong Jingnan and Jing Zhongnan.
I mean, I think the vegan chat's all well and good, but you don't want to alienate our Chinese audience. Well, actually saying that, I don't suppose this.
They can't
massive
watch us.
Chinese
They're not
audience
allowed.
on
They're not
YouTube,
allowed.
Don't forget, guys. We are the South China Morning Post. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, where YouTube
How are
is
your numbers
allowed.
in China? How are your
watches
numbers in
anytime.
China?
Off the charts, pal.
Yeah, you'd be surprised, man.
Not on the charts.
Everyone's got a VPN.
VPN. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard they're too scared to in China because if you get caught using a VPN, you're in a world of trouble.
There's more
Yeah,
people
but
with VPNs in China
yeah.
than any other country in the world, for sure.
They just say that to try and scare you.
Yeah.
I remember that was a nightmare when I was still working for Fighters Only. I went out for the first Shanghai show with the Ben Askren Kazakhstan one, and like probably about 50% of the topic of conversation amongst the media was, "How's your VPN going?" Because it was an absolute nightmare in the arena.
The secret is never get a free one. Always pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Leon, here you go. Bruce's, all jokes aside, you're great, and being a vegan is healthy.
But before Leon goes on, I think, I could be mistaken, but I don't think anyone was criticizing being a vegan. But Leon then
Everyone
just
was
went on like
criticising
everybody
Leon.
was saying that anybody who's a vegan.
I don't
is a
need
vegan.
any excuse to jump on my vegan bandwagon. Don't you worry about that. I don't need any excuse.
What do we think, guys?
I think Han.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely,
as well.
100%.
I could use a win on the picks on Fanatics. Yeah.
Get your march going.
Yeah.
I think March is going to be much like February for you, mate.
You know what? I think Lee Kaiwen's vegan. He's from China, which is even more admirable. If you're from China and you've become vegan, that's impressive.
No. They're Buddhist there. It's so easy to be vegan, vegetarian.
Oh, true. Very good point. Yeah.
The one thing I would say though is I used to live in a small city in China called Guilin, where they have the famous
wow.
Yulin. Let's watch the final of this actually.
Unanimous
Oh,
decision.
sorry, Tim. Oh,
Yes! That was so embarrassing.
That reaction.
How do you not know what corner you're in? Yeah.
Anyone in the comments, they have to meme it. You have to meme that.
Meme that, please.
Please.
No,
if
he
it was
like
on Twitch,
it said
you
red
could
corner,
use
and he
it.
was like, "What?"
No, there's someone who's really good with the MMA gifs.
Yeah,
What happened there? I missed it.
That's gonna be one.
What happened there? I missed it. I was writing down the score, the result.
Hanji, how about unanimous decision? And
Oh
Adam,
my gosh, I just told you.
I saw the result. What were you talking about? A GIF? What happened?
They said red corner, unanimous decision, and then Noi went like this, but he's blue corner, and then he was like, "Oh shit!" He couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think about this, but I've thought for the longest time that, and I don't know why they do it, but announcing the winner, from the red corner, and like the amount of times that someone is just like, I don't know, maybe if like English isn't their first language or something, and the two guys are in there just like, shit, who's won? Like, I don't know why they don't do that. Why they don't just say the names?
Why can't Dom Lau?
We know
just,
why
like,
they're doing it now.
live and say it there.
I think it might also just be helpful for the ref.
Yeah, that's why he does it. Yeah, but I think at the moment he has to do it because he's not there. But
Because
did you know,
he does it all the time. No, he does it all
I
the
don't
time.
know. But at the moment he's not even saying the name. He's only saying the corner, isn't he?
No, he
Did I-
says the name.
Did I tell you my
That
story
was-
before about the massive thing they changed because of me?
What did
yeah,
you
go
do?
ahead.
A quick
What
story.
did you do?
So I remember we were in the Vietnam card, and I was speaking to Olivia Cost, and I was saying, at the end of the fight, the referee puts the hand up for the win and spins around 360 degrees.
Oh
I
yeah,
go,
that too.
that's a bit stupid because every time that happens, when he gets 180 degrees, the two fighters want to embrace. They can't because the referee's dragging them around. I said, you should just do it. I know why you do it because you're showing the winner to the whole crowd, but it'd be better, especially the whole one philosophy of, sportsmanship and that. If you just done it halfway and then let them embrace, and then they changed it from that card onwards because of me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leon.
Just to give us a very quick introduction and just to plug the one and the only, the greatest app on planet Earth, MMA Fanatics, we have to say that there are some people
gonna
who have
click it.
not got a single fight right tonight, including Diraj, James, Ranamo, Tom Taylor. People like Darcy Clark, aka Sepialot, have gone on and one.
Oh, talk about name and shame.
But then
Wait,
we have
who's-
13
Oh my God,
people
we've got James as
who
well.
are so far undefeated tonight, including Jim Jam, one championship UK, Chrissy B, Leslie Jenkinson, Galactus, Eddie the Blasian. It's nice to see March is starting off with a bang. It reminds me of my favorite One Championship event, Big Bang.
Shout.
What was before the
Shut
one
up.
Big Bang though?
Inside the Matrix?
No.
It was a joke.
It didn't exist.
Come on, Chrissy
Oh,
boy.
All right. So,
I mean,
a
technically,
big,
if you
big
do
comment.
read some high-level theoretical physics stuff, they say it could probably start off with a proton and electron colliding with one another, which could be the precursor to Big Bang. But that's very theoretical, Leon.
Chris, I was
What's
talking
your
about
major, Chris?
Chris, I was talking about the one Big Bang card.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the K-pop idol group Big Bang.
I
Where
was
proton
joking.
met electron.
I was joking that time. I was joking about the actual Big Bang, but then I thought I'd spin you a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Danielle asking us about last week's Wonder Girl versus Jackie Bunton.
Yeah.
Jackie Bunton, yeah.
I got told off for being amazed at Jackie's speed, and here we are with the one and only Danielle also commenting about that. So I'm gonna let the professionals talk about it. Off you go. Starting with Leon.
Well, I think that was a bit of a silly comment of you. You can do, there's aspects of speed and the things that result in speed, but to say you can't compliment on their speed because it's a combination of accuracy and
Oh, you
everything
remember
else
the
said.
comment as well. Nice.
Yeah. So I could sort of see where they were coming from. I can't remember who made the comment, can you? But I think they were just trying to be a bit of a smart ass. I spotted that because it's the sort of comment I'd make.
No, I don't appreciate that he assumed that I don't train. Do you think I'm just here because I'm a girl? Because you need a girl in the chat.
You're a token German.
Token German, token Asian, token female. All the good things.
You've got a token Geordie now in the bottom right.
Token Geordie, yeah.
Every podcast is a Geordie. Like true Geordie.
Oh, God. A true Geordie.
A true Geordie.
I like to think I'm a lot less foul
Armand, I
mouthed than the
paid
true
you
Geordie.
to post this comment.
Chris loves a bit of true Geordie.
I
Never
do. I have to admit it.
But you do like your reality TV, don't you?
I like my reality TV, especially living over here in Hong Kong. Is a lot of UK reality TV stuff like that. Kind of makes me get rid of the homesickness a little bit, isn't it? As well, like with someone like True Geordie or like the reality TV or the YouTubers, you get that UK banter you kind of miss.
Yeah.
I absolutely love reality TV. I don't watch any really because I don't have
You
time.
love it, but you
And
don't.
if I didn't do anything all day, I'd watch loads of it. But you've got to be careful because it is Monday. It's not
What's your
good for
favorite
brain.
show, Leon? What's the one reality TV show you'd recommend to everyone out there?
Probably I'm a Celebrity.
Okay. What about for you,
Nice.
Michael, Nick? You got a reality
I'll tell you,
TV show?
the main reason I love reality TV is because I love watching human beings. I love the psychology of watching people. I
The
love
psychology of I'm a Celebrity.
but
They eat bugs and then they
You
go
can really get an insight into Joe's special psyche on I'm a Celebrity.
the way they watch people react to other people, the way to what people's things people say when they. I find that fascinating because, and some of the things people say are hilarious. Some of the funniest things you've ever heard are things people
Totally
just
natural,
genuinely said without any funny intention. And then there's got things like, especially like I'm a Celebrity, when they let their real self. Celebrities, a lot of them are fake. But then when they're on a reality TV show and they let their guard down, then you see the real side of them. They react to people. They get annoyed. They get frustrated. I find
Yeah.
that fascinating.
Okay, quickly, Leon, before the fight starts, Nick, favorite reality show, Michael, favorite reality show.
Oh, my
Let's go
goodness.
quick.
Actually, I've got one. The Apprentice, One Championship Edition.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Jasmine, have you got one?
I'll be
Yes,
back in 1 second.
Ooh,
First
I
dates is
have
big in our
not
house.
watched any new ones.
What's your favorite, Michael?
First dates is pretty big in our house. I mean, counted, but like, highbrow, we watch a bit of the West Wing at the minute, but on the other hand, the trash is taken up by first dates.
Okay.
And also, actually, not British, but on Amazon Prime, they've got all of Bar Rescue, which is like Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares.
Yes,
But this
Bar
big
Rescue.
bloke from Long Island, and he talks about all of his bar sciences. It's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
man.
it is
I'm loving that at the
fantastic.
minute.
What about you, Nick?
Ooh. I like Ramsey. Is that reality TV?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said, yeah, it must be.
I used to watch that every day, and Undercover Boss on Channel 4.
Oh,
You know those old
Undercover
mornings.
Boss.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
mornings
and-
on Channel 4 were so good when I lived in the UK.
Yeah.
Very quickly
The-
before the fight starts, I'm 50% wife swap, but there's one, it used to be on Bravo in the UK. It's the most trash show you will ever watch. It's called Cheaters, where they find cheaters. Check
Oh my
out
God.
Cheaters. If you want the lowest of lowbrow, you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
lowest of lowbrow. Another thing they used to have on Bravo when I was a student, we always used to watch Booze Britain, which was just basically they would follow like a bunch of people out on the lash somewhere in the UK and like say how the amount that they drank on that night was enough to like kill an elephant or something like that. So that was quality.
Yeah, Fear Factor is good, Danielle.
Fear Factor
Of
is
course,
good.
Joe
yes.
Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
I actually loved Ultimate Fighter, so I'm excited to have that back.
I'm going
Oh,
through
yeah.
it all at the
I have a
moment,
bit of
actually.
trivia.
I'm going through all the Ultimate Fighters now. I've just gone back and watched the first one. I'm halfway through
Yeah.
the second one. I'm going to watch all of
Absolutely
them.
classic.
It's weird as well.
The fifth season was always my favourite.
15
Just
years
'cause,
old, it seems so much older. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Fifth series was the best for me because I've still got the DVD of that somewhere because it was. I mean, first of all, I idolized BJ Penn, so
Yeah.
he was one of the coaches, and then like because it was introducing the lightweight, like almost all of them like were pretty much bound for the UFC anyway. Like Nick Diaz was on there, and the confrontation he has with Coro Parisian was
Yeah.
like one of my favorite. It's just
That's
so
fair.
typical Diaz. It's great stuff.
Absolutely.
Anyway, should we talk about more fights?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, 100%.
Who's everyone got in this fight? Then I'm gonna check the app again. I cannot remember.
You went for. I think we both went for Takahashi. Actually, both. The three of us.
Or Nakahara.
I went for Ruslan.
Wait. Oh no.
Emil Beck.
What? Yeah, Ruslan. Yeah. Sorry. We all went
Sorry,
for Ruslan.
Yeah.
No Takahashi
But
fighting.
do not sleep on Nakahara
Takahashi's
in
the
this
next one.
fight because he is a beast.
So this guy was meant to fight Gary Tonin in last summer or something,
yeah.
but he couldn't get out of Russia. I think it was wherever he was.
Well, the whole
Because of
card got scrapped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's gone for
He's undefeated, isn't he?
Kyrgyzstan he's from.
Okay.
So this is one of the funny things, like, because with a guy like this coming in, big sexy record, but I guess most of his wins will have been on the. I'm not quite sure how hot the Kyrgyz MMA scene is, like what the level of competition is there. So, like, not really sure, but
In Kyrgyzstan.
I think that.
Yeah.
I think they mostly go into Russia to fight.
Well, I suppose Valentina
And it's
Shevchenko's
pretty
there,
big
so.
in Russia. as
Yeah,
well.
I mean the Bullet herself.
Mm.
All right, Chris has disappeared.
Without saying a word. How rude.
Yeah, how dare you?
Rude.
Here we go, guys. Third fight of the night.
Ooh.
Is it
I'm
going
going
to
to
be
pick
KO?
Nakahara anyway because I think he's good.
You think he's
Don't do
going?
this.
You can't really judge him too much for getting healed hooked by Gary Tonin in
Gary.
60 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, that was crazy. Am I right in
was
thinking
painful.
that Gary Tonin had a phone in his back pocket of his shorts against Anthony Engelin? Because the meme was there.
Don't
Was
they
that
get pat down?
Yeah, someone he fought. There was a meme going around. There was a phone in his back pocket. Or I mean, that's such a Gary Tonin thing to do.
Credit card.
That wouldn't have happened.
Look at the picture. I'll bring it up after this fight, but
I've been lucky enough to, I've never actually interviewed Gary Tonin for either before I worked for One or when I was a member of the press or otherwise, but I have bumped into him a few times when I've been in Singapore, and he's just one of the most fun people in One Championship. I mean, the first time I bumped into him was after one of the events, so I just found him on the street outside the hotel. And
he stayed up all night. I remember that event.
Yeah, he was. He had a T-shirt with his face on, and he'd had a lot to drink. But he was great crack. Like that was just early in his career. He was just like, yeah, just let me fight Martin. Like, I'll fight him now.
That's it. It's all over, baby.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh shit! I did not win that one on the picks.
12
Olivier
streak
Coste was
gone. Just
has taken a bit there.
just gone.
my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Okay, that's his first loss.
Welcome to One Championship.
Wow. And that leaves it now in the Fanatics MMA group with only 3 people undefeated, 3 fights in. Whole raft of people getting that result. Absolutely
Oh, right on the
Oh,
chin. Yeah,
button.
for the overhand right.
Oh, that's
Right on the
just
button. Olivier got to get in there. Is that Olivier? Get in there a little
well,
earlier.
yeah, it's Olivier.
Take our note from diving ref earlier in the first fight. Good call.
Oh, come on.
He didn't dive in and stop it.
It's just nuts.
So
on his head.
That wasn't as obvious finish. I mean, he was trying to hold on to his leg.
That was back in the head though.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. He's...
Well, you can't say that you
That's
didn't
a
give
bit
him
of a
any
hard
time
thing,
to
isn't it?
recover.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm being too harsh.
It was a tricky one because it wasn't a clear knockout.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
he
Yeah.
was-
No.
I
I'm
tell you
sorry,
what,
Olivier.
hero ref from the Avalado fight. He needs a promotion or, you know, I don't know how referees' contracts work because I know you can't get a fight of the night bonus, but that guy needs to get looked after because he was taking his job to the extreme there, like those Thai refs you see sometimes.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. The Thai refs are fantastic.
Did anyone get the time?
Ooh. It was about...
Quick.
Oh, they
Nah,
never the pre-recorded Dom Laos never say anything. So like I used to go back to tell you. I think Michael's on it.
I don't know.
Damn, indeed, Eddie. Damn.
I'll be able to find out.
Oh, shit.
The finish came at 1 minute and 30 seconds of round
Yeah.
1.
Oh wow.
Very much.
You and me too, Amen.
You and us for sure.
I am off to a brilliant minus $400 start.
Oh wow, Nick.
Start
You must
me
be
to
right
go on.
down there.
I'm 25th out of
That's not
39.
too bad.
Yeah. Who's,
So
who's
well,
leading?
I'd look
Look.
seeing him fight any
Goose.
featherweight. I think it would be good fun.
Yeah.
Any featherweight.
Well, I mean, maybe not the top of the top 5 or anything, but like, I know like Kim Jae-hoon's got Nguyen coming up, but you know, someone like that. Not saying like necessarily saying I'd pick him to win, but I think it would be fun as long as it lasts.
Amir has not fought yet. He's the main event. We are 3 fights in. We've got 2 more
3
before
more to
Amir.
go. Halfway
walks
there.
to the circle. Yeah.
Have you had to do any PSAs on this stream so far, letting everyone know that Ongla's not fighting today?
No,
Not yet.
Oh.
I
Onglo,
can't believe you
Ali
spoiled it
Akbar,
for them. Michael.
Rug, they're having a triple threat match in a steel cage. Tables, ladders, and chairs with Mick Foley as special guest referee, guys. Tune in. It's going to be a mad one.
Did
I've
you
never
notice,
seen it in the 4-ounce gloves.
did you notice they put Rug on one on TNT won. They're taking no chances for his second fight.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
I
Have
do
you noticed as
wonder.
well how? Sorry, Justin.
That's all right. I do wonder how that leaked.
But he obviously
The
said something,
Rudrug.
didn't he?
Either he
So
said,
who's
said
everyone?
something or
Or
his team.
Something's corner, yeah.
Who's everyone got in this fight coming up? Because to me, this was the hardest one to pick of the night. Tang Kai versus Takahashi Ryoga.
You seen this game they advertised? Is this a one championship game starring Onglar?
Set in Myanmar, but the only thing is you have to fight people, and
need this.
there's no bullets and tear gas coming your way. Too soon?
Is it? Okay, yeah, maybe too soon, man.
That's too soon.
Yeah.
Right.
This is still
I
ongoing.
won't appreciate you talking about that.
Yeah, I would not.
Hey,
Oh,
Myanmar,
wow.
we support you out there. We support you. I'm out there with you guys.
But yes, Chris, I'm with you on this. This is a tough one to call.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
I mean-
who are we picking, guys?
I would have said that Takahashi had the better experience, but and I know Suba was coming back after injury, but the way that Tang just absolutely destroyed, that was one of the worst beatings I've seen, over 3
That was
rounds
so
in one
painful to
championship
watch.
album. That was pretty awesome. And he, I mean, I don't think Edward Kelly is what he used to be, but he made Edward Kelly look really, really bad as well. So I don't know. Sexy pick, Tang Kai, I suppose.
They're playing some kind of
Yeah.
replay. Oh, I don't want to see this.
Top 3 submissions of 2020.
Yeah. I really like Tang Kai as a fighter. All his fights always excite me. I know he's been living the last 3 or 4 years, hasn't he, in Wuhan at the Chinese Institute of Wrestling up there, I believe. So
thought you
I
were gonna
assume
say
his ground
Chinese
game
Institute of Urology.
must be
You
improving.
tell me, Chris. I do not know.
So he's in Wuhan. He's based in Wuhan.
Yeah, he's been studying
Oh
the
my
last
God.
3-4 years in the Wuhan Institute of Sports, which is the head of China's wrestling program.
Oh wow. What a place.
Just want to quickly say, in 2 weeks, Janet Todd fighting Alma Juniku. I've interviewed both of them, so look out for them next week.
Yeah,
Alright.
guys, just for everyone out there who doesn't know, if you want some of the best interviews in Asian MMA, you know who to check out. My man Leon, the king of Asian persuasion MMA. Leon _ APMMA. Gotta big up that man. One of the hardest working guys in Asian martial arts. I love to follow him on Twitter. Love to see everything he's doing. Check his website every morning, but when I wake up, check it every night before I go to bed. Gotta know what's going on.
Chris, you're the man.
Try my best.
Leon, are you in this thing for the DJ Marais?
Am I what?
The Zoom call thing.
When's that?
They asked me to do they want to do a video package with journalists for the DJ and Marais fight. To do a small video or something.
I haven't heard anything.
Okay, all right. Shit. I'm like, why do you want?
Was that a humble brag?
No, I actually thought.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even heard about this. One championship when we do.
Yeah.
Get involved with that promo material, Leon?
Yeah.
That'll mainly be probably aimed towards the American media, because things like they announced the lead cards in the middle of the night here, and then there are a lot of things they do. They aim for the American media.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
will probably
Michael.
be Ariel for them.
Hey, Michael, over in the UK for these TNT cards or anything, is it all just going to be on YouTube over in the UK? Have they got any sort of TV deal, or has no one really bit?
Well, everyone I know watches it on YouTube. I think it's only live on YouTube. I mean, I'll have to check because I just watch it all on YouTube anyway. But my dad spotted it on Premier Sports, which has a bunch of
Oh, wow.
I think it's got Serie A and La Liga or something at the minute as well.
Yeah.
He's on Premier Sport, yeah, which which a lot of people, even in England, have never heard of.
Yeah, but I'm not sure whether it's been live on Premier Sports. I'd have to check that, but I'd also have to subscribe to Premier Sports or have like Sky TV or something to get it. So I'll just stick with YouTube for now.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it is live on Premier Sports.
I'm probably not going to watch it live anyway, because if it's on prime time in the US, that means it's going to be in the middle of the night here. And I was telling Nick last week, the last live MMA fight I watched at that time was McGregor versus Aldo. Like, there's just no way I can stay up until 3 a.m.
I remember
3 a.m. or 6 a.m.
I watched McGregor versus Aldo at London at the time, and I remember literally looking left and right to all my friends as we all laughed because we'd tried to stay awake all night with coffee after coffee, and it was over and done in 20 seconds, and we all looked around and just laughed because.
The big problem with me when I kept trying to do all that sort of stuff was that I would stay awake, and because it was a Saturday night, I'd be drinking. So more often than not, by the time it got to the main event, I'd passed out on the sofa. That's what happened. The previous time before that was Silver Weidman 2, which I slept through the entire main event and then got woken up by Joe Rogan screaming as Anderson Silva collapsed on the floor with a broken leg, which was a bit of a harrowing experience.
Yeah.
But back in the day, though, when I was young and invincible, I would go out clubbing all night in Newcastle, get back around 3-4 a.m. just in time to get the sometimes digital. Digital's
all right, you know.
Well, especially back in the day, but those kind of nights of digital, I would maybe stay there until like 5-6 a.m. Depending on what they were doing. But I got a world headquarters on a Saturday night. Get there and then annoy everyone by going, "How we need to go home because the UFC's on," and they're just like, "Yeah, none of that." But
I've got to say, Chris, it's how fantastic is it being in Hong Kong when we can wake up in the morning and watch a UFC card at 9 a.m.
Living in Asia.
It's easier for European fans. I think it's much better to be in Asia because the earliest the card starts at the early prelims is 6 a.m.
No, it can be earlier. Sometimes it's 5 a.m.
I think Arman is based in India.
Okay.
So that's 2 hours behind Hong Kong?
3, I think.
Yeah,
3 hours behind.
Yeah, usually most events start for us around 7 a.m. in Hong Kong, but the actual main event itself starts at 11, which is not a bad time to get yourself a full English.
It depends what time of year, because the clocks change.
Yeah.
From Hong Kong and KL to England, it's 8 hours at the moment. Being a couple of weeks in, it's going to be 7 hours again.
Yeah,
bless. But the cards vary. The American cards now vary massively. What time they start? Like some of them start 4 or 5 a.m. my time, the first part of the night, and other times it's like 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people in the East Coast complain because they're 3 hours behind, ahead, that their cards that finishes so late. So sometimes they do it a few hours earlier to keep the East Coast fans happy.
Yeah, I mean, I may be biased because I did work with them, but one became my favorite promotion just purely because it was on such a convenient time for us to watch.
Yes.
Midday till 5 p.m. on a Friday is perfect. Then it finishes, and then you've still got time to do whatever you want to do on a Friday night.
I can't wait for these TNT cards because they're going to be morning here in Asia. It's going to be fantastic.
The one thing I do miss is I much preferred when one was on a Saturday night because it was like in Asia, you'd have one
Friday
championship, 8 o'clock. You'd enjoy the whole Saturday night. You'd wake up, you'd have UFC, and it's like you got the majority of your MMA in the 18-hour bubble rather than it being stretched over the whole weekend because, this is my Friday night. My Saturday night, got to keep it calm because got to be watching the UFC first thing in the morning. Do you know what I mean?
I've always preferred the Friday night, especially because when I was covering every single event, I don't know why, but in fact, when I was covering, they were all on Friday nights apart from Jakarta, which was on Saturday, but then their TV deals changed, so it went to Friday. So it hasn't really been Saturdays, apart from Jakarta a couple of years ago for years, but I remember always preferring the Friday night for some reason.
I'm not.
I mean, there was a
100%
reason
sure.
why it's on Saturdays because of the traffic in Jakarta.
Yeah, that's what.
So they-
I think some of the Chinese ones were Saturday as well. But as far as I
Yeah.
understand, I'm not sure how true this is, but I think the main sporting competition is English Premier League, and with that being on Saturday, it's like so many people are interested in that. It like they can't really.
Isn't a
clash
lot
with
of the Philippine
Especially-
cards as well used to be Saturdays? Or am I totally wrong there?
Not for the last few years.
I don't know if most of them used to be, but
Because there's
maybe
mostly
at
the
some
Jakarta cards were Saturdays.
Yeah, but
Some of the
they switched.
Chinese and the
And
Japanese was all the
Japan-
Thai were
On
Friday night.
Sundays.
Yeah,
Japanese on
Sunday.
Sundays.
Japanese one was Sunday.
Yeah.
Because they prefer doing cards on Sunday.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
it's like
would have been a
Japanese-
tough one to.
It's like
Which Fleet Street Market, Danielle? Sorry,
sorry.
I don't know which one you mean.
Yeah, there's so many out there. I haven't been to Hong Kong since I was like,
Oh, not a specific
14?
one. Okay, yeah.
I noticed another comment in the comments just before as well that were mentioned back on topic, I suppose, which I know is probably going against the grain on the
Yeah.
stream here,
No,
but like
it's
they were
okay. We
talking,
can take it.
Fights, man.
talking about Takahashi's calf kicks, and that is
yeah.
a
right. That's
good point because he is pure lethal with them. Like,
He
I
was
know
the one who
he-
broke Yanusuga's leg.
that was just with a check,
Yeah.
but like he
Yeah, that was
finished
proper
some guys in was it shoot? Oh,
That was in Jakarta.
Like, he finished a few
I
people
think
since
shooter. Yeah.
just with leg kicks in
Yeah.
Japan before he got the one. So
And also, my favorite thing about Takahashi is just the
I know,
fact
he's got the kanji
Crazy
there.
B Gym, where the legend himself, Kid Yamamoto, do you know what I mean? Like he helped found that gym. Kid Yamamoto at the time back in the day when I was watching Japanese MMA.
Swig of
Him at his
Dragon Water.
peak, he's the best ever Japanese mixed martial artist, I think, to ever do it.
I would say, well, Gomi and Pride was my. I mean, there'll be a million fanboys shouting at you for not saying Sakuraba right now, but
No,
I
but
thought
the thing
But
is,
I think-
Sakuraba, no one can ever judge how good he was because he fought 2 weight classes above what he should have been competing at.
well,
But
same with
Kid
Kid, really.
Yamamoto,
Same with Kid, and he was fighting guys that he was, they were bringing people in to lose to him. But whereas Gomi, when he was Pride champion, like
Yeah.
I remember Sherdog at their rankings at the time had Fedor at 1A ranking pound for pound in the world, and Gomi at 1B. He was that good. Like they didn't even separate the two of them. He was that good.
yeah.
But then obviously
mean,
he went.
Kid's win over Hoyler was pretty good. His win over one of my favorite one championship champions, Bibiano Fernandez, stands the test of time that we should all remember. That.
But that wasn't that Bibiano's like second fight or something like that.
I thought it was his 4th.
But either way, he wasn't very experienced.
No, he wasn't. But it was a great fight.
And if you want to talk about wins over the Gracies, Gomi knocked out, was it a half in 6 seconds?
Yeah. But Kid Yamamoto, there was a point he was a beast.
Keep it clean, everyone.
Is this Hero Ref again? Go on, mate. He's the real star of this fight.
Heck yeah. Salam, Parsa. You have 3 more, including this one, before your main boy, Ali Akbari, is making his debut. His debut.
2 more, I think.
Well, including this one, 3. Oh, I love his pants, though.
No, right?
Takahashi.
We had 3 fights already, or am I dumb?
You are not dumb, but it's this one and then 2 heavyweights back to back.
Yeah, but Ali Akbari there's 2 more fights, including this one, then he's fighting, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he'll be the 3rd one.
Oh, I see. I thought you said there's 3 more fights before he fights. Sorry.
There's 3 more fights and then it's him. Oh, not like right after, but it's like 3. He's the 3rd one. Sorry,
Okay.
language.
No, yeah, it's okay. I just want to keep our Iranian fans informed. you know, they come here for the chat.
Do they? None of us speak Farsi. I can always try and read it, but I forget a lot of the letters, or whatever you call them. Feeling out for each other.
It's been a good card, hasn't it?
They always are.
chaos.
This
Yeah,
is
definitely.
fun
Someone
card.
in the
It's
chat
just so
earlier
fun.
was saying that it was boring.
No way.
But I think this is the first one that hasn't started off
It's only been
immediately.
90 seconds.
Oh well.
Ooh.
The thing is, Takahashi
really-
really has to stay because Tang is so powerful.
He's not going to be able to take many more of them calf kicks, though, surely.
Oh,
really?
Tang is so powerful.
Oh,
China power.
God.
China power. I told you,
You
he's so
went for
powerful.
Takahashi.
Was that an
Did
early
you jump
stoppage?
fence?
Nah.
Was that early stoppage?
I mean, he's not very happy with it, but he would say that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean,
Oh my
Tang
God.
Kai is a guy who won his first 8 fights by knockout. We all know he's got knockout power. Don't sleep on the
You
China
didn't.
power.
You slept on him. You slept on him, Christopher. Nothing to say.
I was trying to give you an easy out, Jasmine. I chose Takahashi. I was trying to raise you up. I chose first. I was trying to get you a nick to choose Tang, but
No,
you all followed
weren't.
me.
Savage.
Like
Rubbish.
sheep to the
You
slaughter.
made me pick against my choice. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can I just say again, who was it there that was doubting Hero Ref? Whether it was a good stoppage or not?
Leon.
Hero Ref is on point. Once again,
That's
I
a
think.
really good stoppage.
I just asked the question.
Doubt.
No, because it wasn't clear. I don't think it was clear cut. He wasn't
No,
out.
that's the thing about riffing. No, you have to make that
And
split
That's right,
second
Hero Ref.
decision.
He spotted it. Eagle eye.
Yeah.
in the Fanatics MMA group now, we are down to one person who is undefeated. 10 Trovit Goose. He
It's
is
not
the
me.
only
Honk,
man
honk. He's not even
standing.
in the chat today.
Anyone get the
I
time?
am- I'm 32nd out of 39. Another good run for me.
1 minute.
I am
59
1 and
seconds.
4 tonight.
1 minute,
1 and 3, sorry.
59.
59.
2 and 2.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I've got to go and
Good.
do what a man has to do when you've had a whole pot of tea.
Oh wow, good job.
Go for a poo.
Wait, isn't there God, I can't remember what it is. Don't you have a Cockney slang for that?
For what? Oh, for what? For Tommy Tit.
Not taking a poo.
For Tommy Tit.
Oh, there's another one.
That's the one I'd use, Tommy Tit.
Take a
Drop the kids off at the pool. That's not the Cockney one, though.
So, Leon, when
Yeah,
are you moving to
Amir Ali
Bali?
Akbari is coming up soon. There's one more fight, and then Amir Ali Akbari is in the main event. Sorry,
so
guys.
right
Keep
now
talking about
we're
Cockney
still
slang
on the
first.
interview with Tang Kai, who just knocked out Ryoga Takahashi. Right after, we'll have Alexandra Machado versus Anatoly Malikin. And then we'll have the one and only Amir Ali Akbari versus South Korea's Kang Ji-woon.
What were you going to ask me, Chris?
When are you moving to Bali, Mr. Leon? When are you leaving the
Oh.
great state of Malaysia?
When are they going to open the borders?
That's it. Because you know
Moving
what,
to Bali.
Leon, I've realized there's only one thing I want in this life right now, and it's to watch Liverpool versus West Ham with you.
I don't watch football anymore.
Just one time, load of pints.
West Ham are doing well this year, though. How the hell are
You'll
we
finish
fourth?
above us. You'll finish above us.
No, I'm not surprised.
Why West Ham?
He's a West Ham fan.
My dad supported them. So I've supported them since I was like 2, 3 years old. I think that's how it should be. You should either support your local team or your old man's team. None of this glory hunting. I'm from Colchester, but I'm going to support Liverpool, Manchester United. Can't be doing that nonsense.
I'm from Liverpool. I support Liverpool. He's from London. His dad supports Nottingham Forest, and he ended up a Man United fan.
Oh, yeah.
There's everything you need to know about it.
Glory hunter.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we can all remember Leon, Michael. His team destroyed our childhoods. We all remember it. I always remember, what was it? Was it when you beat them 5-1? I remember going to school one day and it said, everyone 5, Man United 0. Was it the 5-0?
It's 5-0. I mean, see, I don't like to dine out on that too much because it just makes it seem so small time. When you say, I remember that one win. Like.
The Philip Albert chip gives me nightmares still. I see it. Yeah.
But what I do get plenty from now is
I love when I go because when I've been to Singapore, I've been to watch a game with the Newcastle fans down at the Penny Black pub on Boat Quay.
Fair play.
So to some of the because obviously there's a bunch of expats there, so they're from the two, and so they support Newcastle. But other ones, I'm just like, why do you support Newcastle United? And then some of them that sort of grew up in the entertainers era, so you sort of think fair enough. It was the same. I went on holiday in New York one time, and my girlfriend's from Sunderland, and I dragged her along at 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning to watch us play Arsenal in this pub in New York. Had steak and eggs for breakfast. It was great. But again, I was asking those guys why? Why do you support this team? Nothing but misery. And one of them was just the first goal I ever saw was Shearer's volley against Everton. I was like, oh, that's a great reason. The other guy was just the first team I'd ever been was on FIFA 2003 was Newcastle, so I picked them. And I think supporting a crap team like Newcastle shows character, especially if you're from if you're from Asia. It's easy to support Man United or Liverpool or Man, or, especially in Thailand. I saw Chelsea seems to be massive in Thailand.
Chelsea was quite big in Malaysia as well when I was growing up.
Well, Leon.
I said this the other day. Supporting West Ham is character building because it's just it's the odd little high and then lots of big lows.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, if a Newcastle fan isn't topless, he's not a real Geordie. If it's minus 30 degrees out and he's got a coat on and a t-shirt, you'd know he's faking it.
I don't know, mate. Well, I mean, I have been commented on when I lived in London and stuff. I would certainly it would take me a lot longer to put on a coat than other people. But when I go to St James's Park, I put a coat on because it is freezing.
No, I think the thing that people like about Newcastle is that it's St James's Park. I think they always finish every season pretty much top of the highest percentage of people wearing a footy shirt. Isn't that the thing? Everyone is pretty much wearing a Newcastle shirt. That's the thing I like.
I'm not even sure. Well, I suppose probably because since the advent of retro shirts coming in, they probably do a lot more. But I know a lot of people.
Yeah, man. Some of those old brown ale shirts.
Oh, mate, you should see my collection of old Newcastle shirts. Absolutely unbelievable.
The first game my dad took me to was the 4-3.
No way.
Yeah. The 4-3 at Anfield. So
was that the Espria days?
Stan Collymore, McManaman, Spice Boys.
I remember once Kevin Keegan going, he only turned up for training on time once. On time. It was the day the clocks went back an hour.
What did Tang Kai say about Xinjiang? Does anyone hear that, by the way?
I thought he was calling someone out, but I couldn't hear it because my volume was down so low.
I didn't have the volume on. I can go back and check.
All right.
I remember years back, Newcastle was staying at this posh hotel I used to teach tennis at. And I remember going to him, they were playing Man United. And I went, I would love it if you beat them. I can't remember on Saturday. And he went, There's no chance of that. Then walks off. Went, that's good. Because then I remember they were playing on the Sunday.
Chris is gone.
Went to myself in front of Kevin Keegan.
Did he even say that he was going to leave?
No.
He just said
Just
he
left.
said he was gonna check on whether what's his face
You'll know.
Tang shout out,
Oh yes, he was. Yeah.
and then he just left.
I didn't
But
realize
he
he'd
didn't
go
say
off
he was
stream to
gonna
do
leave.
that. But
Rude.
My brother Michael is a Newcastle fan, and he's also born in Greenwich, like myself. And as you say, it's just a life of misery. He's one of the most miserable men I know in my life. And every week,
Well-
it's like, I fucking hate everything to do with Newcastle, and Mike Ashley is a C word, and yeah.
Oh wow.
I think you need to get past that because there was a time, especially when I was a season ticket holder, and especially when I didn't live in Newcastle, but I would still go up for a lot of the games. I kept my season ticket on. This was like my first year as a junior reporter, so I was in like 16 grand a year, like living in Maidenhead,
That was my first job.
which barely covered my rent, and I would still go. Like I would drive 5 hours up on a Friday night. I once for my I didn't go home for my birthday because Newcastle were playing Sunderland 2 weeks later. I got so ill when I went back. We got pumped 3-0, and then I had to drive 5 hours back home. So the same thing. Like a couple of weeks later, it was that. I think that was a relegation season. Same kind of thing. Went back up, drove 5 hours back on the Friday night. Got there, lost 6-0 to Liverpool. Drove 5 hours home.
It's a miserable life.
But you just have to not let it affect you. Like I've got to the point where if we win, I'm buzzing for the entire weekend. But if we lose, I can put it out of my mind because there's no point in being upset for an entire weekend with a stupid football team.
You can always stick on one championship and feel better about yourself and watch the fight. And that's the cure for a Newcastle United loss.
Well, unfortunately, the one championship events will have already been on the
Chris,
night
you have
before.
to beg. Oh no! Chris, let you in.
We're going to watch it again.
Have you got news?
Oh yeah, sorry. I went to translate it. Obviously, they were trolling us. He wasn't talking about Xinjiang. He was talking about moving to a new team and his girlfriend.
All right, peekaboo. How dare you?
Yeah,
trolling us.
他的女朋友吗?
Yeah.
So what picks have we got for this one?
Let me assess my picks on Fanatics.
I went for the Russian.
Yeah, me too.
Not because I have any threat of being taken over.
I went for American because he's fighting Amir Ali Akbari in a month, so I figured it was
I like your powers of deduction, Nick. You are the Sherlock Holmes of the SCMP.
I went for Ruslan, and because he was, or was it Emilio, who got knocked out earlier, because he was good on social media, yeah. And I was like, oh shit.
I think you can't do that all the time. Maybe
you can't do it at all. I tried to do that.
No, there was once where it actually worked. It was an Indian fighter and a Pakistani fighter a couple of weeks back.
Sure.
Oh, right.
I know, but no, but how to be fair?
That was clear as day that he won.
I know, but it's too seldom to rely on that theory. And to be fair, the Jew hadn't been on social media before the fight either. But yeah, it's too much of a guessing game to go that route. I think we've all tried it.
Looking at Machado coming in here, I can't help but think he would be better at light heavyweight. Because I know he's a big guy, but I think having to trim down that extra bit of weight must help his performance. Because like he's carrying an extra little bit of timber here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always think about, remember when Frank Mir fought Brock Lesnar again, and like one of his big things was just to try and put on as much weight as possible so he could like match Brock for size. And he got absolutely smashed because he couldn't move around because he was this 265-pound monster. I think there's like something to be said for,
Yeah.
being
I
in
think
that sort of like
Jones might be going down that
230
route.
240 pound range at heavyweight.
Is Chileng Aori the Mongolian murderer, right? Am I getting that straight?
You need to
The
get
guy that
an
UFC just signed
encyclopedia,
out of the
Chris.
academy.
Yeah, I think so.
Check on Topology.
Yeah, have a little look. The best nickname in MMA, the Mongolian murderer.
Man, that
Carries
beard.
difficult connotations there, but yeah.
Not quite as good as the
Yeah,
actual
Chileng
murderer.
Iori.
Or to be honest, I'm
Iori
loving
Chileng?
Kung Fu Monkey versus Matrix this weekend. Yeah, it's going to be big.
I'm alright with
Violent
Stylebender.
Bob,
I'm actually alright with that. It means that he watches my favorite cartoon of all time.
Avatar?
Yeah,
for the film.
The Last Airbender.
Cool.
All right, Chris, you're out. Nick likes it. You don't like it. You're
I
out.
love it.
Off you go. Off you
I
go.
don't like Avatar because it's an American cartoon pretending to be an anime.
It's just the art style. Come down. They're not even
Stay
doing
in
the,
your
like,
lane. Stay in your lane.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Legend of
you
Korra.
like BoJack then?
How about the violent Bob Ross for a
Oh,
nickname?
who's in there?
shit.
Oh
Someone's
my
here.
god, we've got our
Violent
six.
Bob Ross, Bruce Leroy. They're
Oh
good
my
names.
Let
goodness.
yourself in.
We got
You look like-
JHK in the
Oh my
house.
gosh, we've got the same. We've got almost the
Annyeong
same house.
Haseyo.
Top row is glasses. Bottom row is
Oh no,
non-glasses.
you've moved.
I might put my
We're
glasses on and just
we're like the goddamn Brady Bunch over here.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason Genova, just remember to wipe. That's all we ask. Just wipe.
And wash your
Twice.
hands.
Oh wait,
I'm
fight
flush.
started.
Wash your hands.
He's got handled already.
John is staring into space like, what have I just walked into?
No, I'm just looking at the comments.
Don't do it.
That's
I never
exactly
read the
what you
comments
wanted.
anymore.
I walked into comments. So who you guys got? What'd you say?
Malikin.
Malkin.
Shit.
Also, we said 안녕하세요, Chris and myself.
He's from Tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he is. Maybe he trains at Tiger.
I think.
The first I've heard of it. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
doesn't
that.
he have
That's
two. Wow.
a nice between
Wow.
the legs punch
Wow.
in the face.
Oh my goodness.
Not nice.
Thank God they have shorts on. Thank God they have shorts on.
Man, he's mauling Machado right now.
Yeah, Machado has no striking ability in all of his fights. I've
Well, it
ever
looks
watched.
like he doesn't have no ground either. Because look, oh,
Shame to all the Brazilians.
It's gonna be a Kimura.
oh,
No.
dang, it's over, man.
Oh my
It's over.
God.
Look at this crucifix.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Leon, what was that exercise thing that Suzanne Summers used to promote back in the day? You should know. You're old enough to remember.
Suzanne Summers.
Yeah, the Thigh Master. The Thigh Master. That's right. The Thigh. You remember the Thigh Master?
English or American?
American Suzanne Summers. Come on,
I
you don't know her?
I'm not from America, am I? Was she big in England?
I don't know. I'm just asking, man. I'm not
No.
saying if she was over
We
big
had-
in
we
England.
Can I say one thing, John? Now they call it. They used to call it back in the day the
It was
Fire
guys.
Master. If it was around nowadays, it would be called the Thick Master, no doubt.
No, I can't be called thick.
Thick with
No
two
way.
C's.
No way. How dare you?
Machado can't get out. He's not gonna be able to get
No
out.
way.
Look at
He's
this.
trapped. There's a lot of weight.
Hey,
on
who
him
do you
as
guys
well.
got in the main event though? I'm really interested in that.
Ali Akbar.
We
'Cause I
all
think
went
Amir is
against the
like-
Korean.
Completely favored, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is it on Fanatics? What's
complete-
the percentage?
Let me just bring it up right here. Oh, you can't see me on the phone.
And you've even got the knees. as well on the phone.
17%.
17% went for Woon Kanji-woon.
Wow, there's actually some people that picked him.
Yeah.
But you
I
guys
did
gotta.
tell. I
Yeah.
did tell a lot of people in the preview, John, that you
Yeah.
really back him.
I
I was
do
going to
back
say,
him.
are you being
I'm
loyal
gonna
to
back him, and I'm
Fury?
gonna say that he finishes him. He
Man,
finishes
he's got-
Amir. You know why?
He's got
Because-
fast hands. He's got fast
No,
hands.
and Amir.
It's all over.
Oh,
It's all
called
over.
it.
Yeah, it's done.
And Amir, what?
And Amir hasn't fought in like 15 years. When's the last time you seen Amir fight?
I was there when he
He
fought
fought
Krokop.
2 years ago.
That wasn't 2 years ago. Krokov was
I-
2 years ago.
I know.
5 years ago.
That was 2016.
5 years ago.
That was 2016. Yeah. No, but he's
That's-
fought since
Right,
then. He's fought since then.
Milliken just absolutely destroyed this dude.
2019.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Get Lee on the time, someone. That was a monstering.
Oh,
That was 3 minutes
I
and
think it was
52
like-
seconds.
there was
3 minutes
131
28
left.
seconds.
Okay, sorry.
I think it was.
How have you got the
131 left.
times, Mr. Owens?
I know
Because
people.
he's
Oh, yeah.
handy.
Or you just
He's got
rewind the
spies.
stream?
He's got spies in the building right now. Oh, he tapped.
Did
Did
he?
he
Yeah.
tap? Oh wow!
He tapped.
Tapped his ass. Tapped out
Tap
on
that
his ass.
booty.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting mauled though. So what do you
Yeah,
expect?
for
that
the
booty.
whole fight.
John,
Yeah,
hello, by the
I've
way.
never seen
What's going on?
KO tap.
I've got a Korean mixed martial arts question for you.
Yeah.
Because I know that Yoshihiro Akiyama has a bit of a sort of checkered history with Japanese MMA fans. So I'm wondering what is, because I know one was like sort of playing up his sort of like Korean roots a lot when they first signed him. So I was wondering how he was viewed in Korea, whether he was a big star or not.
He's just controversial, but it's all from stuff that was going on many years back. You know what I mean? Lately, he became actually a big star because of his daughter, like 5 years ago or so, because he was doing this reality TV show, like
All right.
it's called like Superman Returns, and then that became super popular, and then everybody loved him again. But still, there's a lot of people that don't like him, and in Japan,
What did he do?
a lot of people don't like it because he's like, did you ever hear about the thing that where they thought he greased in Pride, or was it K1
Okay.
Heroes?
It was against Sakuraba in K1.
Exactly,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And you do it to Sakuraba of all people as well. Then there's
Yeah.
only one person that the fans are going to go and take the
Also,
side. So.
also, you have to remember his wife is like the Japanese equivalent of Spice Girls.
No,
Shiho,
she's the Japanese equivalent of like Cindy Crawford.
yeah, Shiho is huge in
Better
Japan.
than
Though.
the Spice Girls then.
She is
Much better.
absolutely huge. What's his? I can't even remember what his wife's called. Isn't she called like Sangran?
I have no idea. And they don't even live in Japan, anyways. They all
live in
live
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't claim
So-
anything.
But 132, that was 132 left in the clock, wasn't it? Not 132 gone.
This dude's a monster. Look at
Yeah,
him.
132 left. It's 328 of round one. That was Leon.
Am I correct in saying we've had 5 finishes in a row?
Yeah, we've only had one decision.
We
I
didn't
I
go
was
in a
trying to
row.
listen to
Yeah,
the guy
four.
speaking Russian.
4 or 5 finishes.
But I'm gonna back my guy, the baby face, the milky smooth buttered skin.
But also
Heavyweight.
sorry.
tell you
Michael,
what,
can I add one thing that Shiho and Sexyama are absolutely huge in the Osaka, Kobe, Kyoto region because any interview you ever watch them do, they don't do it in traditional in standard
Oh, yeah,
Japanese.
so
They
he
do
just
it
called
in
out
really?
Amir.
full-on Kansai Ben. They are very, very proud to be from that region. They are like I know in Osaka for sure. They are pretty high status, pretty popular.
Oh, you know, we were talking about
Yeah.
Takanori Gomi, okay?
Did you
Gomi?
answer this question from Tim, John?
Tim? Who's Tim?
It's Tim.
World War One Tim?
Yeah. One Tim.
The line of super stat. What? Oh, okay. This one? Can you explain
Yes.
Korean MMA matchmaking? Yes, I can explain it. It's garbage. It's straight garbage. That's what it is. Because, man,
That was
some
an
of the
amazing answer.
matchmaking, they're just throwing people together because that's what they do most of the time.
was-
You know what I mean? Like Like you said, the guy is 1-0 facing a guy that's 13-6. Doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
and then the rounds are only 3 minutes, and you can't go to the ground more than 30 seconds. There's special rules in
what?
ARC. Yeah.
And ARC, right? Am I correct today? Is it if you don't finish, it's a draw? Or am I wrong?
No. There's judges.
No. Okay, fair play.
You
Would
bombed.
Oh,
You bombed.
You
I just saw it.
bombed. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Unacceptable Chatri is not in the
Why
chat
does
today.
Chatri? I'm gonna say this, and I'm not. And if Chatri's watching, you will laugh about it, Chatri. Why does he look like Teen Wolf, but like the Asian version?
I always thought that he looked like a cat. Like a really grumpy cat.
He looks like Michael J. Fox in Teen Wolf, but like the Asian version of it.
I found out today his partner's last name is Leon.
Chatri?
Yeah, his partner, I think it's called Clara Leon.
yeah.
Her last
Clara
name's
Leon
Did
is
she-
his
did she
partner,
not-
yeah.
Did she not take his name?
I don't think they're married.
Oh, that
I know
dude.
everyone takes people. Taking people's names isn't a given anymore, is it, for women?
The guy that just
When
called
you're in
out
Asia,
Amir.
It's
know the
not
guy
an
that-
Asian
he
thing,
just-
mate.
he just called out Amir. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's fighting Amir. They just
Yeah,
posted
but
the
that was
fight.
pre-recorded. That was before they booked
It's
it. I
like,
think.
why did they even show that? Like, what's wrong with these people?
Couldn't do anything about it.
I love my man Ong Lal. What's this advert? What's this?
Why do
The-
they have
Ali
all this Muhammad
Ali.
Ali clothing? Have they paid Muhammad Ali's family a load of money?
Yes.
Oh, they must
Yeah,
have.
We've also got Bruce Lee range that Martin Ewan promotes.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
have
snap.
Jackie Chan. What about Jackie Chan? Come on, you can't neglect. the
No,
drunken
no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
master.
but he's
In
still
Hong
alive.
Kong, Jackie Chan is probably one of the most hated men in Hong Kong.
Yeah, because of his son, right?
No. He's hated because of everything. He's
Oh,
hated
really?
because of everything. Yeah. Yeah, man. He headlined the Tiananmen Square concert after Tiananmen Square. And then he got interviewed 2 years ago when they asked him what was Tiananmen Square. He's like, I never heard of it. And it's like, you headlined a concert in Hong Kong. Don't pretend you don't know what happened. You know?
Boy.
And his son's like
Shameful.
a crackhead or something, right?
Oh yeah, he sold like 2,000 pills of ecstasy and many ounces of
Oh,
cannabis
wow.
in Shanghai and got 2 years in jail when most other people would have gotten a life sentence.
No,
Allegedly.
most
London
people got
Latu, come at me.
executed,
Jackie
right?
Chan's son. Jackie Chan's son.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If you come to Hong Kong and you say, I came to Hong Kong because I like Jackie Chan, every taxi driver, every restaurant, every person you meet will have nothing good to say about him.
When I come, I'm going to tell everyone I'm his #1 fan. When I'm next time I come to Hong Kong.
Have you heard of the
I'm
rapper?
going to tell everyone he's miles better than Bruce Lee.
Have you heard of the rapper named Jackie Chan?
No.
No.
No, you never heard of him? He's like half Korean, half white rapper from like Alabama in the States. His name is Jackie
Alabama
Chan.
of all places.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he sounds like he looks Asian, but he has a country accent.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
damn. Hey, I was always wondering, John,
Mhm.
Eddie the Blasian is half Korean. Is he
Is
half
he?
Surinamese?
No, this is ridiculous.
Because-
Oh god. Christmas
Because
Christ.
you and Rosenstrike seem to get on really well. Is it you and Rosenstrike? Is it your love child?
Oh, you talking about what's his name? Eddie the
I'm
Blasian?
joking. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know if
joking, I'm
Eddie the
joking.
Blasian is really Blasian though. He told us, right? He told us that he's half something, right?
I thought he was typing Korean a few times, but
Oh, did he? Oh, he might have.
Eddie,
Yeah,
Eddie's
you're
in
right.
the
Yeah.
chat. He can tell us, right?
that's
Yeah.
what
He
I'm
can
saying.
confirm.
I think he's from NYC because when I was doing the UFC preview, he kept saying Aljo NYC, big up NYC.
Yeah.
So you never know. He could be a big fan of Matt Serra and all those guys out of Long Island.
Hey, Peekaboo, put up Peekaboo. Why aren't you putting that up? Peekaboo,
Because I don't
Peekaboo.
see- oh, yeah. Wait, you have control. You can do it.
I don't know.
He does look like the ancient alien dude. We gotta
I
get the
don't-
picture up,
I
man.
don't want to put it up or whatever, but like, what is that? I don't know.
Man,
No,
if
you
you ever
know-
watched,
Aliens. The meme.
I feel so disrespected right now that I'm compared to the guy from Ancient Aliens.
You
What
got
did they
the
compare
hair.
me to, John? On George Hickman and Frank called me Chum Lee or whatever from.
Yeah, from Pawn Stars. From Pawn Stars, the show.
Oh, okay.
I think
Oh, the
that's
guy-
worse than the Ancient Aliens, dude.
It's the meme guy. He's like this.
That's
All
a burn.
So
Crazy.
just
I'm
before we go,
taking Kang second round knockout. I'm gonna take that.
You are crazy, JHK.
I'm taking.
No,
it.
you've got to respect him for going for his boy. Like,
You got
I
it.
mean, I would pick Ali Akbari all day, but you know,
Ali Akbari hasn't fought in 6
showed-
years. I'm just saying
He
that.
hasn't
Right?
also,
fought
he
in
showed loyalty as well.
2 years ago.
2019.
He's fought
guess
since
who?
he fought Crow Crop.
yeah.
Who did you fight in
Graves.
2 years ago?
Shelton
No, but
Graves.
he's about 9-1. He's won about 4 more fights since he lost to Crow Crop.
Yeah,
Man,
To be
I
fair,
fought
the-
Shelton Graves 2 years ago. Come on, that's a
To be fair,
lot.
as far as,
2 years in this day and age isn't that long because loads of fighters haven't fought for about 2 years because of the whole COVID nonsense.
To be fair to Ali Akbari, the experience that he's got for what you could, in terms of what you can actually get on like sort of the non-major promotions, is pretty good. Like the level of opposition that he's faced. I mean, obviously he's better than all of them, but they all had like big winning records and stuff like that. And even if they weren't at sort of the peak of their powers when he faced them, they at least had, you know, they're skilled guys and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, he's no joke. And obviously his wrestling's like unbelievable.
Yeah, but
I
the thing is,
remember-
if he can't get him to the ground, then he's gonna have a hard time in this fight. I'm just saying, because
But
Yeah,
he's
I-
not all about the
I,
ground game, is he?
I respect the fact that, I mean, it's heavyweight MMA, isn't it, as well? Anything
Yeah.
can happen.
exactly.
Hey guys,
He hasn't
Here's a
fought in
question.
exactly 2 years.
with the heavyweight division in one, what's going on? Brandon Vera's had one defense in the last 4 years.
I'm surprised they haven't done the.
They're building it up now. It took them forever to finally
They just
build it
put
up the
my-
way they're building it up now.
My interview on the screen.
Did they?
Yeah, I think that was my interview with Brandon.
Oh,
Didn't
was
give me
it?
any
Ooh,
bastards.
ooh.
I don't get why Brandon Vera versus Arjun Buller wasn't on the TNT series.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Leon.
Well,
you're right.
if he's in Canada, I don't think they can come into the US at the minute. I
Oh,
think.
that's right. It's
No,
tough.
they have Canadian fighters. It's all in Singapore.
Ah,
TNT
that's,
Oh, yeah.
series is
Oh, yeah,
filmed in
good point.
Singapore.
that's right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
Maybe they
it's
can't
only
go anywhere.
one night, and they pre-record the whole thing anyway.
Maybe there's some restriction on them traveling anyway. I don't know.
You see,
'Cause I
they're
know that they
promoting
were-
it. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say because I knew we were obviously targeting it
Oh, no,
for
it's too
that
fast. I
fight
can't
for
read it.
India before the whole COVID thing happened. But I guess at this point you just want to make it because otherwise it'll be
Yeah.
Brandon Vera out of action for another 2 years, sort of thing. And like he's had enough of them. Like,
Brandon, or what is it? They're promoting it like Amir's gonna win, right? They got Brandon Vera's quotes on the side, and these are all like
Yeah,
little
that's
clues.
the-
But I'm gonna go
yeah.
against the grain. I'm gonna take my boy. He kind of looks like me a little bit, just fatter.
Just
Well,
two more
both guys
Koreans.
got their next fight booked on the team. They're both fighting in the TNT series,
Yeah.
which is interesting because before we just thought it was Amir. We thought, oh, he's probably won, but now it's both of them.
My screen's gone really delayed, so I'm gonna dip in and out. Hang on.
Oh wow!
Hey,
here we
Kang
go,
Kang
guys.
could be the dark horse of this division. You know what I mean? Like if he beats Amir tonight, and then he's gonna go fight Buchecha, right, for Buchecha's debut,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
smashes Buchecha, that like he's the dark horse, right? He's the
well,
he's
if
the
he wins
underdog
this
that
fight,
just
he would,
smashes everybody.
if he won this fight, he would arguably deserve a title shot. If you beat a guy like this that they've been hyping up so much, then why not?
Yeah,
I
Amir
suppose
wins
the
this
problem
fight. Amir's got this in the bag, I reckon.
I can't
No,
believe
but-
he's
Bro-
25 years old.
Excuse me, guys.
Armin, I do
Yunus,
not
Can
look-
you shut the hell up?
who?
We've had enough of this bullshit. Like, yeah,
Who?
just go away. Get rid of this guy, man.
No one?
This is too much.
Noyan or whatever?
What's he done?
Who are you talking about?
Ah, okay.
Who are
Who?
you talking about? What, someone in the comments?
I'm not reading it out.
Are you talking about Armin or
Armin.
Noyan? Armin?
Yunus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. Leave it out, mate. Or get
No,
out.
no. Armin's. I don't know. I didn't think Armin would like. I've seen him on Twitter and stuff. I don't think he's like.
I think that was a
making,
joke.
like-
Yeah.
I think it was a joke. Yeah.
Okay.
But Armin, I don't look like him. Like I'm much prettier than this dude. Come on. Let's be
Hell
honest.
yeah.
Like I might not be the most handsome, but I'm better looking than him. He
He
kind of
gets
has
punched
that
in the
like.
face for a living,
He
though.
kind of has that North Korean look a little bit. I don't know. No offense.
North South Korea.
Yeah. You know the beef. You know we got the beef with that.
Best
you know, we
best
got
looking women in the world are in South Korea.
Got the bulgogi.
Yeah. It's true. We're spoiled because I've been to other Asian countries, and when you compare, I'm just being real.
Oh, God. You're gonna
South
start
Korea
kick off.
nicest, followed by Japan and Philippines.
Yeah.
Which
All right,
is
it's no
strange,
problem,
because
Armin.
they're all in the same kind of neck of the woods.
How do you feel about
Alright.
this conversation, Jasmine?
I'm used to it, man. I've always been one of the bros anyway. They never see me as a woman. Besides, Leon can't decide whether I'm Malaysian or German anyway.
Leon thinks you're Cambodian, probably. I don't know.
He lives in Cambodia. What are you talking about, John?
Yeah.
I mean,
He
Cambodia
sees
now.
like 50 of you a day, so it's like, you know how it is. Man, this fight is
Really?
not going
Do
like I
you
thought it would.
need to ask for action?
Yeah,
I would have
man.
thought it did go guns blazing.
I mean, Bari does not seem as active as he used to.
Kang
He
is
wants
not
to
that
wrestle,
small.
doesn't he?
I thought he was gonna be much, much smaller than that, but he's not that small.
Slightly shorter, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
But he's thick,
Oh, no doubt.
With
thicker
two
than a
C's.
Snicker. Oh, he's doing great lateral movement. I like this. Oh,
do have to say
oh,
that-
damn! He clipped him right there.
Oh!
Right.
Oh!
Oh shit.
Right in the button.
The eye is
Am I
compromised.
late again?
Look, the eye is compromised.
The eye is
He-
compromised, everyone.
It's
The eye
pretty
is
well though.
compromised.
too.
Oh, his
Sounds
nose is
like-
bleeding
it
too.
Sounds like code.
Dude, his
Oh,
eyes
wow.
look like it's gonna shut.
Yeah.
Or did he already look like that?
Oh, wow.
Oh, there he goes! Oh, it's over!
Oh!
It's over! It's over!
What?
Not even in the second round.
What? Whoa!
It's over.
Wow.
Oh
What
my
the hell?
god!
Come on.
That is
Are you
unbelievable.
mad? What the hell?
Let me drink my victory drink.
Did you know something,
oh my god,
John?
Goose is in the
That's
chat now.
unbelievable.
Did I know something? No, I didn't know it. Look at his
Hold
eyes
up.
jacked up, though. His eyes jacked up.
Hold up.
He can't even see it. He knocked
why
him
are
out.
they bigging
No.
up Amir then?
I can't even see. He knocked him out. That's
my
a
God.
crazy upset right there.
Oh my god.
He came in with his hands low.
No, he was out, though. He was out.
Eddie, you picked the wrong method. It's heavyweight. It can't be anything but a knockout.
Damn.
Oof.
That right hook or left hook, it was over.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oof.
You know
Weak
what? You know
chin.
what? You know what's the fight to make right now? I don't think he should fight Buchecha because Buchecha's making his debut. I think he should fight Rug. Rug.
No.
He's got fight
Him
picks
versus
already.
Rug would be a good fight.
The Rug's booked
Well,
up as well.
Oh,
I
he's
think
Booked up now.
You'd want to put winners with winners. You put him against Malakin, and then you've got your next contender, I suppose, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
and now I don't understand that matchup.
Maybe it's just a ploy to keep us off the scent tonight. I mean,
yeah, because they could switch it up if they
Yeah.
want to, right?
Didn't say
It's up to
anything.
them.
Yeah.
but then again, they announced the lead card after this fight took place.
Did he complain about the stoppage? He was knocked out.
Anyone get a time?
People are. Yeah.
Come on.
So-
People are complaining.
If Kang goes and beats Buchecha, he could be all the way at the top, man.
Amir
I think he's at the
Alekbari
top
just
right now.
knocked the-
Yeah.
That's what.
That's two
Yeah,
first
The
round
fight
wins.
because he got knocked the heck out.
That's
He
two
did.
first round
Just
wins in
knocked him
around a
out.
month.
Amir Agbari lost first round knockout.
That was
Did anyone-
beautiful.
Sorry
Did
to
anyone
everyone
catch
in
your
the chat.
time?
I'll give you the time.
Get
Wow.
on it, Michael Owens.
1 minute 54 seconds.
Man.
And just so you guys know, on the greatest MMA app out there, Fanatics
in.
Fantasy MMA, the top guy of the night, Mikey C. Mikey Do, 4-2, plus
We've only got
$1,090.
Did he pick?
Good job, Mikey. Good
Yes.
That was beautiful, man. What's he
Hey,
saying?
has Brandon Viren tweeted yet? Like, let's see.
job.
Yeah,
Who's
because he's in the
complaining?
States right now.
Oh, right.
I'm checking that Instagram.
Is he in the States? I thought he was in the Philippines.
He's
He's
in
training
Sanford.
in Sanford. Yeah.
You know
He's
who
in
else is at Sanford too? Fiziev is at Sanford too right now. Rafael Fiziev.
And you know who else is at Sanford? Onglan
Who?
Sang. And you know who else is fighting tonight? Onglan Sang.
Onglan Sang. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's
It's the
right
main
after this,
event.
isn't he, Nicholas?
Oh, you've just inspired a torrent of comments legitimately asking when online. So I'm fighting now. That was a mistake.
That was amazing, though.
He's rematching Brendan Vera.
Yeah. And Amir Ali Akbari and Conor McGregor with special guest John Lennon in a fatal four-way.
What?
Tune in.
Man, that's two first round finishes in around 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I think I went 1 and 5 on that. Can we confirm that, guys?
2 and 4 I have you as, Nick.
Okay,
Nick, I'm gonna
all
be
right.
honest.
Still feel
You
embarrassing,
are
yeah.
terrible at picking fights.
Well, at least I do it. You can't get the app in South Korea.
It's not
You're
my
a
fault.
coward.
2 and 4.
You're a
It's not my
coward.
fault.
Well, you're doing. I mean, Nick is doing better than Drake. 0 and
The
1.
one thing
Big
is,
rig.
against Vegas tonight in the group, there was one person who went 0-3 and they still finished above Nick Atkins. It says it all.
What? Really? Who is
Someone-
that? 0 and 3.
Oh, so 0 and 2. Koana finished.
Koana, she's even above you.
Yeah. Drake
Oh my
Riggs went
God.
0-1 and finished 16th. What a strong
17th.
finish.
He's tied with
That's bullshit.
Jesus.
Absolute bullshit.
It is. Yeah, I told you we should have done wins instead of Vegas this month.
Do you think that was an early stoppage?
No.
Nah. He's out.
He's out
He was
cold.
asleep, dude. He was asleep.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at him. He was
He's-
just like,
No clue what's going on.
that was like me on a Saturday afternoon after I ate a big old pizza pie.
I thought you were gonna say
Whoa.
after.
Look at them. Look at Rich
Rich
Franklin.
Guys,
Look at his face.
we had 6 finishes on that card, right?
5.
5.
That's crazy. Well, we had 1 decision. Yeah, 5
One
finishes.
decision. Yeah.
I
Madness.
think 3 or 4. I think 4 of them were in the first round. 3 at least.
Yeah,
And the other,
yeah.
and the other was in the
Yeah.
second round.
Oh my god.
Oh, look who's in the chat. Mr. Cinco Carlos. Sup, sir. Some of you may have recognized him as the voice of the interviewer last week, interviewing Victoria Lee, Jackie Bunton, Ken Lee in all those videos.
Nice. Good
That was
job,
Mr.
Carlos.
Cinco. Are you going to be doing the same again, sir, for tonight?
What happened to
Rich
what's his
Franklin
name?
with some quality lockdown hair there, by the way.
What's that?
What
Rich
was that?
Franklin has a quality bit of lockdown hair, like
Oh,
myself.
yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, that's so sad. Do you see how like he's just like leaned away from Mitch and Michael?
Korean Derek Lewis vibes. I like that.
Yeah. Man, Rich Franklin literally looks like a character from Grand Theft Auto Vice City tonight.
Yeah, he looks like
Pink
one of the
shirt.
lead actors of Miami Vice for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sonny Crockett. Don Johnson.
Yeah.
He
Don
needs
Johnson.
to learn to sit straight. Blackpink.
You know what? I can't fault Rich for slumping there because they filmed how many fights? They filmed 4 cards in one night, and that's what,
right.
6,
18
12,
fights.
18,
Yeah, but
24.
That's the
There you
price
go.
of television.
Yeah,
But
but
at this
he's
point,
probably fucking knackered.
At this
And he
point,
can't
he's
go get a
probably-
burger.
At this point, he's probably got the live card still to go as well. From there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they allowed him to have a little burger. Come on.
Or is it? Do you
there
think
will
someone's
definitely be
breast
no
stinks
burgers.
really bad, and he's just like leaning
Yeah.
back, like, God
Sure,
dang, what did you eat earlier today?
Man, hold back on that laxer.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I just want to ask everyone out there in the comments in the panel, who gets your performance of the night? What's your fight of the night? Let me know, guys.
Performance of the night, Kang G1. You're joking.
Yeah, no doubt.
Are you
joke.
serious?
Yeah,
That-
he's got to get
he
bonuses
just-
all around, right?
He better
Yeah.
do.
I don't know, man. Like, it's one of
Nakahara.
those knockouts. Yeah, like
Abelardo,
a
though.
bunch of knockouts.
There's so
man.
many knockouts.
Yeah. Abelardo, Mr. Fairtex himself.
Tang Kai.
And yeah.
If I'm whoever, I know they didn't do this, but I'd be paying out a lot of bonuses tonight. But I don't think they do bonuses in one. Leon,
Yeah, they have the
Michael, do they do it?
I think
warrior
they might
bonus.
do.
The warrior bonus.
Yeah.
No
Is
idea.
that an actual thing?
If I was the one giving out bonuses, I would bonus myself. That's what I would bonus.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Man, that was a beautiful knockout. But yeah, you got to give it to Mark Abelardo. That was the best knockout of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was
why
crazy.
is Amir booked for April after getting KO'd?
Actually, this is
actually-
what I don't understand. Why is Amir on the main card, but Kang Ji-woon on the prelim?
Because
Also,
You know
we've just
how it
put the theory to bed of like the
Of them,
the social
yeah.
media stuff. Okay, I will never
We put
pick that
everything
again. I
to
think
bed.
they were
I
just
think-
trying to fuck with us, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Actually, I need to change
Lesson
my,
learned, guys.
I need to change my pick for performance of the night, and it's that the ref from the Abelardo fight. He's my favorite now, man.
Muhammad
I'll give you that.
Sulaiman is the man.
For these
You know-
18 fights, right? They've just used for the other MMA. They just used 2 refs, right? Costin and Suleiman.
Wow.
Three.
man, there's some incredible lineups for April. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah.
For sure.
If Eddie Alvarez loses to Lapicus, do you think like it's over? It's over for him.
I
He's not
do
going to
have
lose to Lapicus, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't
you know
depend on
something
his
we don't know?
I
Yeah,
just
they've
think
already,
he's not going to
filmed it
lose to
last
him.
week.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not too bad.
Funny thing, I had a dream, and Eddie Alvarez was in
You
my
had a
dream last
dream?
night. It was weird
Oh my God.
as fuck. Yeah,
If
it was
Eddie
so
loses-
strange.
Was
Do
Lapicus
we
in
want
there
to
too?
hear,
Lapicus was not in my dream.
what the dream involved?
If Eddie
Honestly, I
loses,
can't remember. It was not sexual or anything like that. If your dirty gutter mind is going there, Michael Owens.
I think
but,
well-
it was your dirty
And then
mind.
said that it was going to be a sexual thing. That's your.
my dirty gutter
you.
mind went there. Yeah.
Do you think?
I think-
Do you think the dream was like you and Eddie, and did it involve a jar of pickles or
yeah,
what's going on?
There was
it
some
was
kind
a
of
jar of pickles.
classroom environment, and
Oh, he was teaching you a
yeah.
lesson.
What kind of a lesson?
I don't know. I can't remember my dreams. I forget my dreams about 5 seconds after I wake up.
You just
But-
opened a
I
big
never
old
remember my
hole right
dreams.
there.
Yeah,
So I was
dude,
going to
yeah.
say really quick to JHK, if Eddie did lose, would you not do the Shinya trilogy? That's like the biggest fight out there for him.
Well, Shinya's on a
if he
big
loses.
winning streak. Like, it sort of doesn't really make any sense.
Shinya's
Well,
got to
not a
beat
big winning
Sage
streak, he's
Northcutt,
got to.
man.
Well,
Yeah, true.
if Eddie wins and Shinya wins, they both could argue they should get the next title shot.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think they'd have to give it to Eddie, I suppose, just based on the fact that he
No,
must be
but
on a.
like
I
Mega
know
Sage
Shinya's
is
been
not
on a tear.
Sage is not ranked. Are we
No,
gonna go
but-
by these fucking rankings? Like,
Look what Shinya's done. So
It doesn't matter
look at
anymore, does
Shinya's
it?
record in the
No.
last few years since he lost to Ben Askren. he's demolished everyone apart from Christian Lee, and even then he was walking through Christian Lee in the first round, and then just got hit.
I'll say this. If Eddie wins and Nastyukin wins, then that's the obvious fight, isn't it? Because like that is, you can sell that like in a as well.
Yeah, rematch. Yeah.
That's the funny thing. I think because of the fact that he beat Alvarez for one on TNT, there might be more people in America familiar with Timothy Nastyukin than there is with Christian Lee.
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly. I want to see, before Eddie Alvarez like hangs him up, I want to see him fight Sage Northcutt. That's a fight that I want to see.
That's Sage is too nice to fight Eddie.
And he's fighting Shinya, and Shinya's probably one of the
dream, though.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Adriano Moraes in this fight against Demetrius Johnson. I don't know why. I just get a funny feeling that
the thing is about it, he is absolutely huge for the weight as well. Like, DJ hasn't fought anyone. Like, I think sometimes people get caught up in the fact that, like, you try and find the thing to make the promotion about the fight. You know, like when John Jones fought Gustafsson, and he's like, "Oh, Gustafsson's as tall as he is," but like, I mean, this is a legit thing. Like, you see the amount of trouble that DJ had with WADA, and
WADA's big too.
Not only that.
Moraes is bigger than him, he's taller than him, and he's thicker than him, and he's a better grappler than him.
Well, not only that as well, DJ, he's been using this whole COVID situation to spend more time with his family, take a break from training. Adriano Moraes has been training day in, day out with killers at ATT. I mean, he's training this week. He's training with Peter Yan this week. Well, it has been training with Peter Yan.
Look, it's the year of ATT, man. I mean, they've got so many upsets. I mean, they're getting those big results. The calf kick's coming, I think. So, better watch out.
Yeah. He trained a lot with...
Is it Horiguchi, Dustin, and then if Adriano does it, that's like 3 huge wins for them.
I think DJ will find a way to win because he's so good, but I think...
I'm happy to see a 5-round DJ fight again.
Is that?
I just think a possibility of another 5-round DJ fight is very exciting for me as a nerd. You know what I mean? It's been a while, so
I fancy DJ all the way.
I think it will be a decision, and it's going to be very close.
The thing as well is that for Adrian Manu, he's the champion now. He's been training with killers at AT&T, like I just said, but he hasn't fought since 1992. It's been that long. It might be a little exaggeration, but he hasn't fought for ages because when he had COVID set out, he had to sit out the Grand Prix before that. And even before then, that flyweight title was going back and forth between him, Team Nakai,
Kairat,
Kairat, yeah. So he hasn't been a dominant. He hasn't been like a Viviane Fernandez. He's held the belt. He's lost. He's lost. I think he might. Is he 2-3-time champion? But he's not like a dominant champion. He's got size.
Who's going to corner him? Is Mike Brown going to go out or anything?
No, it's usually
Conan and all that, right?
I feel sorry for Moraes a little bit because obviously DJ's getting all the attention, and it's Moraes. People forget Moraes is a champion.
Yeah.
But that can have its perks as well. He's a champion, but to a certain extent, he's got a little bit less to lose. How often does a champion go in? We will see this week. Jan Blankovic a little bit. He's a champion. He's kind of got nothing to lose in a way because he's the underdog, and at the same time, he's got massive confidence. Like I've always said before, if you combine confidence and nothing to lose, although he has got something to lose, his belt's on the line. That's a deadly combination. But you can put you can take the pressure off yourself a little bit though, because you're the underdog.
Stop playing with your headphones, Leon.
Hey,
are you doing that?
But yeah,
someone's playing with their microphone. Sorry.
If he can get on DJ's back,
if I could hear it's not
show
me.
on here, like WADA managed to do, then
bless you.
I mean, DJ would be tough to submit, but like he's certainly got the size and the skills to be able to control him on the ground.
What about that knee bar that he had
Yeah, that was crazy.
Takio in. That was insane, right?
Oh, it wasn't a knee bar. It was like a pseudo stretch, like it's on the hamstring.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was something to the leg, right? Where it was just, man. And then when Eustachio got up, his leg was buckling, but then he came out the next round normal. I was like, that's great. I think they're gonna show it right now.
Well, I guess it's those.
Oh, here it is.
Is it
Here it is.
there?
They're showing it. They're showing it.
This is
that's
crazy.
crazy.
And it was around the same time. Was it a little bit late in the UFC?
Look
Two
at this.
Oh
guys
my
in one
God,
night.
that was a great photo.
Man.
I would.
Oh,
Gymnasts are
man.
jealous. Gymnasts
I
are
guess-
jealous right there.
I guess 20 years of
flexibility
wushu
is
training
terrible.
gives you a flexible hamstring.
Him and the Panther.
Didn't Zabi and Sterling both win in
Yeah.
the same night from that same submission? A few months later.
You know what's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of sad that Bryas, he's never had a major sponsor in his whole career. And he thinks like if he could beat DJ, then sponsors would be, better. Like he would like get some big major sponsor after that because he beat pretty much the greatest of all time.
That's the thing. I think, like we've talked about before, some of the champions don't get as much push from one championship as others. I think a lot of it, it's sort of obvious, but I think if you're outside of Asia and you're the champion, you're not going to get as big a push as you are in Asia where they're based. I mean, he's so far away, like a bit like Europe. He's even further away than Europe. The European champions and the champions in the US, Bibiani a little bit as well. They're just not pushed because they're just not there all top. Like the European Asians, they can go and watch fight. They can watch the top contenders. They're always there. It's easy to push them.
Just real
And they've
quick.
always-
Good night,
they've always got
Dan.
natural followers anyway. Like Dan.
Your man, Dan. Just real quick.
Oh, Chris just what's
Chris
happening? Though?
dipped.
He said BRB, so he doesn't get
Bed and breakfast?
That's it.
Chris is still
BRB.
beefing with our man. Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Okay.
He's gonna go punch the wall a
Yeah.
couple times and come back.
Who's beefing with who?
Armin made a joke and Chris got upset by it, but then it's all a nothing.
Good morning,
Oh, is that about
Darcy.
all
Sorry,
making
you
the
missed
same?
that.
Yeah.
But he's a minority himself, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it was a what's the word? Misunderstanding between everyone.
A racism.
I've just
No, I don't think it was racist.
No, I mean, everyone says says that joke all the time, right? Just
Yeah,
like all
It's
Asians
an
are the same.
absolute joke. Yeah.
So
You
Honestly,
can say that about anybody,
yeah.
yeah,
I think it was
all
banter,
British
guys.
people look the same. All Americans look the same.
It's all good. Our man is a huge fan of the show and a really good supporter on the Twitter and all the socials. So no beef.
I've just
You
seen
got
on
an answer
Twitter
for that, Nick?
Cerebral Vigilante suggesting the fight to make Kang Ji-won versus Alistair Overeem. He's a free agent.
Look here.
Why not? Why not?
I always want big names like that to go to one championship. But I think with Overeem, a retirement fight in Rising would just be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. But against who?
I think he's done though. I think he's retired now, wasn't he? I think he said
Yeah,
he
maybe.
Not
yeah, I think he said he
officially.
was. Well, I think his Instagram post said he said like the final chapter is over with. Like, so I don't think he's got any intention of going anywhere after the UFC. But
Apparently,
still good.
someone opened an invitation to Japan.
No, it's not. I talked to the people at Ryzen like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I asked
they're
them
like,
about
"Yeah."
Alistar, and they said that they've talked to Alistar. Before they even, they talked to
What's the-
Alistar, his
Alistar.
peoples, and yeah, they're in talks right now. You know what I mean? If the money's right, like I think Tom Taylor actually reported it. If
That
the
was
money's
Tommy T,
right,
yeah.
they could get a deal done.
Tommy
Then
T
we
came to me at about 8 o'clock and said, "Hey, I've got this statement from Sakagibara about thingy. Do you want to have it for SCMP?" And I said, I'm sorry, Tom. I'm about 5 drinks deep in the pub, and
Oh
cannot.
no!
if you can wait until tomorrow morning, I'll do it. But it might leak. Someone else may get it first, and yeah.
No, I knew
apologize
about it
again,
before.
Tommy.
I knew about it before Tom released the news because I actually talked to them, but I wasn't going to release anything about it. But yeah, yeah, just if he goes to Japan, great. But if he doesn't, one championship would be a great spot to land because of the heavyweight division and just the matchups. You know what I mean? Like Alistar versus Brandon Vera, good matchups. Anybody, man, any of these younger guys coming up would be great for Alistar to fight. You know what I mean? So
John, say Alistair.
Alistair.
You're saying Alistair.
By the way, I'm going to have to bring all your attention to a video that Juan have just tweeted of Anthony Malakin watching the Kang G1 knockout in a Christmas jumper and celebrating like mad.
Wait, Nick, bring it up. Nick, bring it up.
In a Christmas jumper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can someone else find it? I'm just setting up a live stream for Drake for the weigh-in.
Can someone else put it in Nick's 5 drinks in again?
I'm doing work. I'm setting up the weigh-ins.
I'll put the link in the chat.
How to share?
Yeah,
no, I
get the
can't
link.
do it on. John, you've got control, don't you?
What are we doing?
Michael has put something in the private chat, so just I don't think I can share.
Where is it?
It's in the private chat.
So you guys want me to put this on the screen?
The stream.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
I can't do it because I'm using Firefox.
5 hooks.
Firefox.
Oh, Firefox. I was like, okay, sorry.
Firefox. Yeah, there we go. You have to say it in a way that John understands. I ain't got no Chrome. Don't want that Google getting my data. Shit.
Here we go. You got it?
It's on the screen. Need to watch it again. Is that a Grinch?
What the heck?
Oh,
It's good, my friend.
What's that jump?
it's a Velociraptor and a Santa hat. That's amazing.
That's good stuff.
That's adding fuel to the fire right there because they're gonna fight each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then watch
Eventually.
Amir smash this guy.
Yeah.
Just think,
And-
right, how fun the heavyweight division is right now. A year ago, it was non-existent. And even though, I mean, the fact that Amir's lost, it's just made it all the more intriguing.
Yeah.
He's lost.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to almost bank and get a title shot. Bashisha is finally going to get his debut next month. We've got Tom. Is it Tom DeBass? Still hasn't made his debut. We're still waiting for his debut. Dustin Johnson is making his debut.
You got to give them credit for
John's big brother beating Amir tonight to spice things up. It's all going on.
Yeah, you got to give them credit for the amount of like decent guys that they've signed to sort of fill it out. Because I mean, I don't know how long Vera's going to keep going for as well. Because was he 42 now?
43, I think, about that. But well, he hasn't he hasn't wanted to fight more than once a year anyway. So ideally, we want a champion who wants to be more active than that. But if he wants to step up and keep knocking down the challenges, then that'd be cool as well. But he's suddenly he's got his hands full now. A year ago, I mean, he beat Shirili when he came over from Cage Warriors, and then there's no one really else.
So he hasn't had a heavyweight fight since November 2018.
Something like that, yeah.
Or 2019. 2018.
So, and now we just need the same thing happening in the lightweight division, and possibly the welterweight needs a bit more beefing up, and middleweight, I guess.
Someone
Yeah.
dipped.
It's tough though. Like, I mean,
I
to
did,
get,
'cause
especially with the amount of,
Red Hand is refusing to get into
All
focus.
especially with the whole, travel restrictions and that kind of thing, and the limitations on the card. It's tough right now to build any division really, just because.
Yeah, exactly. But they've done it with the heavyweight division during the
Yeah.
pandemic, and they've also done it in the One Super Series. I mean, I remember when the fight started first getting the card started getting scrapped, they suddenly made 3 or 4 huge One Super Series signings. It's like, talk about softening the blow of having no fights. It's like, all right, you've got no fights to look forward to at the moment, but wait till we come back. You're going to see these strikers go at it.
Yeah, like the featherweight division especially is just
The featherweight
absolutely
division,
ridiculous.
I was saying this last week, I think, is just maybe the most stacked division in all combat sports.
Yeah,
The featherweight
like,
Super Series overall, but maybe particularly the kickboxing. I mean, if you put them together, kickboxing, Muay Thai, it's just incredible.
so good as well. Everyone was in like different places all over the world. Like Superbon was fighting in China. I guess Sitachai and Gregorian were together in Glory, but then you had Ozcan was in Infusion, and then Alas of Risiko was in Infusion as well. But like they've all come from like 4 or 5 different promotions, all into one promotion now as well. So and the fact is like a lot of them haven't actually fought each other before, even though they've been in the same weight division for and a lot of them have been fighting for 10 years. There's a lot of these fights that we haven't seen. So the one featherweight.
It's one of the most exciting things about One Championship, this One Super Series.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just been amazing. And then for me, just Rod Tang. If you want to win MMA fans over, just stick Rod Tang on, because he's the epitome of what MMA fans love. Or not all MMA fans, but particularly a lot of UFC fans who, after 10 seconds of being on the ground, want the referee to stand it up. Rod Tang is just their fantasy fighter, really.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that the guys like just anyone in Muay Thai who's like not in the traditional Thai style of like kind of waiting a little bit before you like ramp things up. Guys like Haggerty and Mahmoudi as well, like who are just like crazy in there. That's the if anything's going to make Muay Thai catch on in the US, it's going to be guys like that fighting in 4-ounce gloves and just going absolutely wild from the first bell.
I mean, that first Haggerty Rod Tang fight was just something else.
Yeah. Well,
you see, Yod Sanklai just retired this week.
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
wow.
Yeah.
Who retired?
Yod Sanklai.
Of course, man. It was bound to happen.
He's
already retired once before. And if you saw the picture of him, he wasn't looking
before and after. Yeah,
for a quick turnaround.
Well, he looked like he had a quarantine body. You know what I mean? Like,
To be fair though, a lot of the Thais, they just can't continue fighting for years, way past it's a good idea to continue fighting and take strikes to the head. Just because that's all they know. That's the only way they know to make money. It's the only way they know to feed their families, and they just keep going on and on and on. So
but he's made money. He's one of the ones that's actually made good money, I would imagine, as well.
Yeah.
And and he's ancient for a Muay Thai fighter, like in his 30s.
The champ is in the chat. The champ is in the chat.
What?
Oh,
the champ is in the chat.
Champ.
No way. Is that the real champ?
The champ is in the chat.
No shit. What the heck?
He's watching.
That legendary Polish power is here.
Exactly. Now we know he's gonna win just because he was here with us, right?
Heck yeah.
Well, I know you two are friends,
How can
John.
you go against him?
I don't know. I think everybody's going against him, to be honest with you.
I think that's crazy. The fact that Israel,
you can't count that guy out. Like, I saw him fight live in London against Jimmy Manuwa, and I think that was one of the first ones on his like streak of being an underdog and winning. And he is, I think there's something. I mean, like humble brag sort of thing, or being in front row, like being there. But like when you actually get to see up close the amount of power that these guys have, and he is so big, like, and he's fighting a middleweight, like. if you counted him out, that is ridiculous. Because if he can touch Adesanya, I mean, it's easier said than done to touch Adesanya on the chin properly. But if he can do that, like,
I mean, can I just say something? I picked Israel Adesanya, which means Jan Blachowicz is going to win because every time I think I get it wrong. So.
It's everyone you picked tonight.
No, but like
Yeah.
90% of the world is picking Israel to win because Israel. I can see why Israel's a one in a generation talent, right? You've seen it. He has over 100 fights combined, and man, he's a guy that's fearless. And then that could be his poison because Jan holds that legendary Polish power, right? And
But what
one
I want to
mistake.
know is what made the cut on his eye.
Who?
Oh, Israel said to him, "You've got a cut on your eye when they're done
Yeah.
the face-off."
Oh, Israel said it to
Jan, yeah.
On the
There's
face-off.
a cut in his eye.
Oh, on his eye or near his eye?
Yeah, it'd have been an
Well,
oldish
that's
cut, but it might not be as old as you'd
Somewhere.
like.
I don't think it matters, right?
As I was saying earlier,
I just
how
want to know
confident
what
he is
happened.
right now.
Is it fresh-ish? Is it not that fresh?
He won't be that fresh because he wouldn't be allowed to fight. But it's obviously probably fresher than.
Well, it
than
could
the
still
black
be
eye
like
did.
crusted over.
You know what? I saw on the embedded. If you watch the embedded of when Megan Anderson when she's hitting mitts back in St. Louis before she went to Vegas, if you
Megan.
look at her leg, she has a red circle that looks like staph on her calf, on the back of her calf. Well, go watch that. It looks kind of fishy. I'm just telling you. Damn, you see? Jan is in the building.
That Polish power.
Jan
Oh, look,
is
someone's
in
come.
the
Chris
building.
comes
someone's-
running back in as soon as Jan.
Oh, because Jan's in the building. That's why.
You know, I'm
Too
always,
late.
Jan, I love you. Chris, say hello to Jan.
yeah, man. Much love, Jan. Dzień dobry. Big up my Polish people out there. Dzień dobry.
You know, like
Gotta
I know a
respect it.
lot of people in like that camp, like City Kickboxing and like a lot of the people that are integrated with them. And if I was gonna go with the flow, I would just go with Israel. But I don't know. I just have a feeling that Jan's gonna be able to go out there and just be able to clip him. You know what I mean? And it's just gonna be something that he's always done is be the underdog and just go in there and knock the dude out. And I think that's what's gonna happen in this fight. I think the small
can't
cage is gonna
remember.
help him.
The last time I can't remember last time I was so on the fence for a fight like
I'm
this.
on the
like
fence in
a-
this
Oh,
one.
that was just be
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
And
I just love-
whoever loses, it's like it's no shame on them, and it's just I'm so excited
Yeah,
for
it's
this.
just
fight.
gonna be.
It's one of
it's
them
just gonna be
fights you don't
so
wanna see.
entertaining.
It's one of the fights you don't want to see either guy lose.
Yeah, yeah.
Make
I
it a
love both
draw.
guys. I love the Polish power, the legendary Polish power, and I love Israel is such a cool character, and he's good for the sport. It's just I'm so excited to see this fight. But as I said, I'm not very good at picking fights, guys. So read
Man,
into it.
you know
will.
what?
When you have Jan and he's like 38 years old, you gotta kind of, and you got like guys like Glover Teixeira. You gotta root for those guys. They're
Yeah, man.
close to the end,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The
you
thing
want
is,
them to get as much success as possible before it's over.
Jan, he has something about like similar to Bisping about him where you just want to root for him. He's been in the game so long, he's gone through war after war. You just want to see him achieve it, believe it, you know what I mean, all that kind of crap. You know what? I love Izzy. Izzy's my favorite fighter, but at the same time, I'll just be so happy for Jan. I'll just be so happy for him as a person because Izzy's got the gift. He's got the gift of the gab. He's so great. He's got the Puma sponsorship. He's got his own shoes. He's got everything. It's like if Jan does this, he goes from like being a millionaire to a multi-millionaire. It's gonna change him and his kids and his grandkids' life. And I would
Yeah,
just
Jan's so
absolutely love it.
likable as well, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
completely opposite to Israel, but he's so likable, so genuine, so nice, and he just speaks almost that perfect English to get his message across, but in a nice way. As in,
I mean, you say a lot of sponsorship and stuff. I'm sure Jan's doing okay in Poland. Like MMA is huge there, and like I remember back in the day, that's why Mamed Kaladov didn't want to fight for the UFC because he was just about, can I still have my sponsors? And they were like, "Nah, we'll just pay you this much." And he was just like, "Well, Mercedes-Benz of Krakow sponsor me here, so I'm staying there." So sort of so. MMA's gone on since there, so I think Jan's probably doing all right in Poland.
Well, swig of dragon water for Jan Blachowicz ahead of the weigh-ins.
And can I just say, Sepulot is saying it's a bit like a Rocky versus Apollo 2. I kind of get that thing. But talking of something that would make a Rocky movie, my favorite fighter of all time, Michael Bisping, his life could be a movie. And I'll tell you one thing, if you want to make a second part to the movie, him coaching Luke Rockhold to UFC gold would be the second part, the best part we can imagine.
Hey,
but they already had the trilogy. That trilogy was the video in the gym.
No, yeah, but Bisping coaches Rockhold to the championship.
All right.
Hey, what about who plays Bisping in his movie?
Tom Hardy.
I was going to say Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
Tom
Hardy's amazing.
Everybody that's British is played by Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Or who's the knockoff?
Brilliant. He's so versatile.
Jasmine.
He looks like a different person in half the films.
Jasmine, who's the knockoff Tom Hardy that was in Kick-Ass and Agnes Fongs and Kissing?
Oh yeah, the dude in Godzilla.
Taylor Aaron Johnson.
Yeah,
he could also be a knockoff Bisping. Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
He's a knockoff Tom Hardy. Did you not watch him in Tenet, where he is just a knockoff Tom Hardy? He's
I haven't watched
I'm
Tenet
big
yet.
and British, and I've got a beard.
Is he in Tenet?
Yeah, he plays the guy with the beard who looks like Tom Hardy, but he's not Tom Hardy.
Which guy with the beard?
The British military soldier.
Oh, that's him. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He's a knockoff Tom Hardy.
Jesus Christ, the guy is jacked.
He is great.
I've been wondering for the last 10 hours what to watch tonight for a movie, because Friday nights are movie nights for us.
Don't watch Tenet. It's just fucking stupid. Yeah.
Oh god. All right. Movie decisions. Come on. You
What's worse, Tenet or Inception?
Inception's good.
I like Inception.
Inception's good. Yeah. Tenet's confusing.
Tenet's better than Inception for sure.
No way.
Yeah.
Right,
should I not watch Tenet? I'll make the
good
decision for
it has
myself
the sound.
on watching Tenet.
Is it Christopher Nolan? Both movies?
Yeah.
I mean, I would watch Tenet, but I think you really have to be in the mood to. It's not a chill out on a Friday night and let's stick a fun film.
Is it a bit of a boozy night or a bit of a green night?
Absolutely not. You need your wits about you. I had my wits about us when I watched it. I was just annoyed halfway through. It's just like, Christopher, you're deliberately trying to confuse us.
Hey, Michael, I can do Inception. Hey, Leon, love everything that one championship does.
Huh?
Inception.
What's going on? Oh my goodness.
I wonder if Jan Blachowicz appreciates this show. Jan,
I think
big love to Jan.
I think Jan is probably dipped, and rightly so.
Yeah, he's got to go weigh in.
Got to go weigh in. Yeah.
Good luck for your weigh in.
He left as soon as Chris said Israel Adesanya was his favorite fighter. He was just like,
what are the odds on Israel Adesanya missing weight? Like 55 million to 1?
He's only going to weigh about 100. He's going to come about 10 pounds under.
Yeah, exactly. But some odds. Someone give me some odds. Let's do it.
I think
the worst odds ever.
We should do a sweepstake. Whoever gets closest to his weigh-in weight wins a free SCMP shirt.
It's physically impossible.
It's
physically impossible for him to come overweight.
I know. I'm just bantering, Leon. It was a simple lamp.
Oh, there we go. What a guy.
Man.
I must say, thanks, guys and girls.
And go, yes. Acknowledged.
Thanks. One
By
more.
Man, the legendary Polish power.
I have
This
been
is so cool.
acknowledged.
He has to win now, right? Like,
to
Hell
everyone
yes.
out there,
we're gonna call him Good Guy Jan.
To everyone out there who's watching the stream, like and subscribe. Because which other streams out here on YouTube do you just see Jan Blakovic jumping into the comments? Sometimes you get Chatry, sometimes you get Jan, sometimes you get
Sometimes you
Ongla.
get Ongla.
Yeah, sometimes you get Victor Chu.
We once had Gilbert Burns come in during the Inside the Matrix and said,
Oh yeah.
"Can all of you
yeah.
guys shut the fuck up? And I want to listen to the fights." Like, sorry.
It's like
When is Chatry popped in?
Nah,
ages
it's just
ago.
big Chatry.
Hey, we've had some big time names come on and just leave comments. Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah.
Back from the dead just to watch us.
It's just phenomenal, you know. Like from another dimension, they pop in and
No, they're
then
not
watch
from
the
another
stream.
dimension, man. Area
Yeah.
51. As long as you Naruto run in, you're in.
It's like that movie, The One with Jet Li. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
It's like
What a
that. You know,
movie.
they're skipping through dimensions.
I
But,
prefer
yeah,
Kiss of the Dragon, but I get you.
Jet Li looks like he looks like deteriorated now, doesn't he? Have you seen recent photos of him?
I think that was
He's got a hormone issue.
He's old.
Is he sick?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he's
he
got
had some
hormone
kind of
issues.
hormone issue. Yeah.
Oh man,
Thyroid?
that's sad.
No, that's the other way around.
Remember when
No,
they
it's
tried to
thyroid, yeah.
when they tried to put him and
Really? I
Aaliyah
thought
together
thyroid usually look a
Yeah.
bit more
as
chubby.
like love interest in a movie, and look what happened to Aaliyah. She's not here anymore.
Romeo Must Die with
Exactly.
DMX.
Exactly.
Can we rewind back a minute to a comparison between Inception and One Championship? That I completely missed.
He was trying to dissect that.
All I said was Inception is when you put an idea into someone else's head. And all I was saying is, from now on, Leon, you will always believe One Championship can do no wrong. There you go.
Crickets. Come on.
Darcy's got it though.
Everybody that's listening, put your predictions down for tomorrow's fight, Izzy versus Jan. I want to see what you guys want.
Which fight are you guys most looking forward to in the UFC card this weekend?
Bring it back up.
yeah,
Talk
maybe
about the
that-
UFC. Talk about
I
one
just
championship.
hope they don't take things
Yeah.
out because that's why
Yeah,
I
but-
never make my choices. I'm definitely looking forward to Nunes Anderson.
Oh yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to the other. That's for me. It's the least interesting title fight of the three.
What other female title fight would you want?
I'm talking about on this card. The other two title fights are much more intriguing than
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Still didn't
Amanda,
really answer my
Anderson,
question.
Amanda Nunes is about minus 2,000 favourite. It'd be
Yeah,
the
but-
biggest upset ever, apparently.
guys, can I just say one thing? The reason why that Amanda Nunes Megan Anderson fight is so absolutely interesting is a good friend of the SCMP MMA show, Drake Riggs, has promised to get a tattoo of a goat with
Oh,
Amanda
gosh.
Nunes' face on his chest. On his chest. If Megan Anderson doesn't win in the first round by KO, not if Megan Anderson wins, just she has to win in the first round by KO. If she wins in the first round by submission, he still has to get the tattoo. That is how much confidence Drake has
What
in
did he
Megan
say?
Anderson's KO ability.
He's been smoking some crack. That's what he's been doing.
I think
What's
he's been
wrong with
smoking
him?
crack, meth, weed, heroin. I think he's been smoking all the drugs to make that kind of bet.
Don't get me wrong. Megan Anderson could win.
Megan Anderson. Megan.
Megan,
Megan.
potato.
She's Australian, right?
Thank you, Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We say Megan in England.
We say Megan in America too, but in Australia it's Megan. So you gotta respect it, right? You gotta respect.
More importantly, it's what she calls herself. So I think
Yeah.
I probably got
She
respect.
calls herself. Hey, did you see what she said in the press conference? She said that she is a true 45er. She has true 45 power, and Nunes has never faced that. And you're like, didn't Nunes fight Cyborg, the greatest
Yeah.
145er of all time? You know, it's like what happened
And
there?
Felicia Spencer's a big girl as well.
Yeah, but she doesn't have
Yeah.
the KO power though. But I'm just saying, like, Cyborg,
She
come on,
just
you can't
completely
forget about
forgot
her.
About Cyborg. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's pretty ridiculous. But
Maybe
think-
she's not allowed to talk about Cyborg.
I think one of the hardest fights to call tomorrow is Aljo Yang. Also, can I say to one thing out there to everyone in the chat? Alan and Land, the Panther, there's some bodied up fighters and rising in one championship. But check out this guy, Carlos Solberg from City Kickboxing. He is
Drake's awake.
every girl's dream. Oh, wow. Drake is here. Drake is in the chat. The rig himself.
Yeah, like,
Big
as
rig.
I was saying though, Megan Anderson, I'm not putting her out. She's a massive underdog, and rightly so. She's fighting Amanda Nunes, but you never know. I mean, I wouldn't be totally surprised if she does catch Nunes at some point. But
I would be.
You would be.
yeah,
I would.
I would be.
I don't know. I mean, I would be. Obviously, she's a massive underdog, rightly so. But it's MMA. Anything's possible. She's tall. She's got knockout power for a woman, which is quite rare. She's a big girl. She has to cut a lot of weight to get to 45. Nunes is obviously a small 45er. I think Nunes is rightly so a massive favourite, but I'm not completely ruling out Anderson.
I see the fight going just like the Holly Holm fight. That's what I see.
Someone please school me. Has there ever been a champion that is not the favorite? And that does not include
A lot of
versus
times.
champ.
Yeah,
Matt
loads of
Serra?
times,
The
yeah.
main event. The main
Sarah.
event.
Matt
No,
Serra.
not that. I just said not including champ versus champ.
Matt Serra.
Yeah,
Matt
loads of
Serra.
times.
Matt
No,
Serra
Matt
had the
Serra was
biggest-
the favorite.
No. Like going
No,
into the
against
fight,
GSP?
champion being the underdog.
Matt Serra
Well-
against GSP is the biggest.
Adrian and
underdog.
Reyes versus DJ.
So you're
Holly
right.
Holm.
Second Matt Serra
Holly
fight,
Holm,
uh,
Ronda
Not in
Rousey.
the not in the future.
No, Rousey would have been favourite. Rousey was a huge favourite. Then.
Rousey was a massive favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
massive
If
fight.
we
It was
talk
amazing.
about- well,
There we go.
Sarah-
We've
way
got
back.
Drake with the save. Says Woodley.
Going way
Really?
back. Jens Pulver against BJ Penn definitely wouldn't have been the favourite.
Yeah.
I think it's happened quite a lot. Not just in UFC, in lots of promotions.
I mean, if you
By the
want to-
way, I did say school me because you guys know that I'm not very into UFC because I just can't wake up for it. So I just need to be schooled.
That's a
Did,
good
did,
question.
you, did you watch the face-offs this morning though?
No.
Yeah, they were pretty
No.
good. You know what I loved about the face-offs? I loved the top-notch coverage that SCMP MMA was bringing to all of us out there on YouTube via Drake Riggs, the Rigster.
Because I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed in the press conference. One of the questions was, I can't remember if it was to Jan or Peter, about defending your title for the first time. That a lot of fighters don't feel like they were proper champions, so they've defended their title once. I remember saying that on a show a couple of months ago, and Jasmine looked at me like I was mental.
Are you sure you're talking about the right Jasmine this time?
Yes, I remember saying,
Of course,
Yeah.
you've got to win the title and defend it. Look at Bisping. That's why you got the Dan Henderson. He
no,
wants
because I think my point was, obviously you can win the title, lose your first title defense. You're still a champion. You can always say as a champion, but a champion's mindset is to say, I don't feel like a real champion until I've defended my title at least once. That's the
I don't
champion's
think that's
mindset.
I might have
I
just
agree
had
with
a
Leon.
confused face because I didn't understand what the hell you were saying.
That's the thing.
That's a good
You do the
possibility.
whole. You're not the champion until you defend the belt. Are you trying to tell
That's
me
just-
that Shogun's not a champion because he's like lost his
That's just a narrative that somebody created and it sounded good, so people keep repeating it now.
I'm
That's
saying
what
it's
it
a-
is, right?
It's a mindset. I didn't say it's it's a mindset of a champ. It's a bit like in tennis. They say a break of serve isn't a real break of serve unless you.
Nobody
you hold
knows
the
what a
serve the
breaker
next game.
serve is.
But you're not a
And
champion
everyone
until you
shits on
defend the
me.
belt. You can throw that in with. You can throw that in with to be that you've got to beat the champ and. Like then you've got to beat the champ and
To be
never
the
leave it-
man, you gotta beat the man. That's Ric Flair.
Never leave it in the hands of the judges.
That's
You
a
know, there's a
stupid
bunch
one.
of that kind of rubbish.
That's the dumbest one ever. Don't leave it in the hands of the judges. That's like
We all know,
saying,
by the way, that Leon's previous life was a tennis coach. You know, that's why he's talking about breaks of serve and things.
Yeah.
If you
Leon,
need
have you ever
tennis
done-
lessons, hit up
Leon, have you ever
Leon.
thought about like having like interviewing tennis players? Because you know so much about it. Like I think you'd be good at it.
That's what he used to do, right? You used to work in that before you went purely MMA.
Well, for about a year or so, I was working for a sports media company in Malaysia.
Yeah,
So
that's when I
I
met
did
you.
cover one tennis event because it was in Malaysia. My first ever interview was with Ashley Barty. I remember the first I asked him a question, and then when I asked the second question, I forgot to move the microphone to my mouth. I was so nervous.
Oh dear.
But
No,
what I
it's-
love
it's-
about Leon is he just gets like all the fighters know him. When you go to a one championship fight week, they're all like, "Oh, Leon!"
All the
and
ring
then, like,
girls know him.
all the ring
the
girls are like Leon, and he is like Mr. like celebrity there. He is the MMA media champion.
Nick
of one
told
championship.
me one time in the pub he was really nervous meeting, was it Misha Tate? And then she
Oh, yeah.
saw Leon and was like, "Oh, it's Leon. It's
Yeah.
Leon's cool. Yeah, everyone knows Leon." Yeah.
Oh,
He was at breakfast in Manila in the hotel, and I was like, "Oh, hey, it's Misha Tate," and she's like, "Oh, hey, Leon, what's up?" And then
Yeah.
he's like, "All right, Misha, yeah, what's going on?"
Just so
Jesus
you
Christ.
guys all know, we might all joke about with one another. I might joke with Leon, with Nick, with John, but we're all actually friends deep down. You know, we're like it's just all banter.
We're not friends.
We love that.
Oh
We're
man,
not friends.
oh man, yeah. See, you
We
can tell this guy,
all
John,
live. We all
he's from
live
the
in
cold
different
north of
countries.
Korea.
This
He's
is
from the
like
cold
World
north of
War.
Korea,
This is
man.
World War right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I just say to Sereni's comment out there, Rakic versus Thiago Santos, that is gonna be
What a
bang.
matchup that is, yeah.
That opens the pay-per-view, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
What-
great.
I
what a-
am gonna have to
Every other-
take my leave, boys,
Stinks.
and leave you to it. My food is gonna arrive, and I don't know if my fiance is back yet.
All right. Well, thanks, Jasmine.
Yeah.
We'll see
Thanks
you,
for
see you
having
next
me.
time.
Peace and love.
Bye-bye.
Peace and love. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Did the
Goodbye,
Drake
good
again.
night.
I hope Drake is
Good
proud.
night and
Do
good
the
luck.
Drake again.
Anyone out
Bye.
there?
I hate to
Peace.
be a homer. Should we, seeing as it's a one stream, should we look ahead to next week's one card?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Who's got
2
the
weeks.
card, man?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, fortnight away. Fists
Was
of
it two?
Fury.
How do I not
Three.
know that?
Let me find this. I got this graphic here off of Asian Persuasion MMA Twitter, by the way. So
It's
let me
an
just.
absolute banger. A lot of good Muay Thai, good kickboxing. I'm
A
looking
title
forward
fight
to it.
for good measure.
Yeah.
The
All right,
main
it's
event
coming.
should be top notch.
Oh, we all stacked like some tomatoes on the side. All right. I can't even see it. Someone who's got better eyes than me, tell me what fights are on there.
So we've got starting off. We've got Yod Kai Kao Fairtex against Hu Yong.
Okay.
Yod Kai Kao is coming off that some might say controversial win against Wada.
Some might
well,
say
it
we
was
will
very, very
find
close.
a brighter day. Sorry.
And then you've got
Don't worry.
Rafa Mainam of India against Aziz Kalim. Myra Mazar.
Regan Ercel.
Yeah. Tell you what, going up after Mazar versus Olsen, Alex Silva versus Hiroba Minowa is a good fight in the strawweight.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Alma Uniku and Janet Todd is a banger.
Yeah,
I can't
banger.
wait for that one.
But obviously,
I
ESL
would
versus Myra
Tell
is
you
Hey,
what. Sorry,
you guys
To
want to you guys want to listen to Brandon Vera's reaction to the fights?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry.
let's play it. Let's play it. You guys ready?
Let me
Not
stop
play.
the screen. Are you sharing it or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it right now.
Okay.
Super
okay.
quick. That Alma Junku versus Janet Todd is the best women's Muay Thai fighter they've ever put on without a tie in it. It is a great fight.
And I've
I'm looking
interviewed
forward
both
to that.
ladies. Look out for my interviews in the next week.
Oh, I will.
Where will we find those interviews?
All
All right,
right.
here we go. Let
Have you
me,
got the audio shared? Yeah.
Yeah. listen.
Everyone. Hey, fam. Brandon Truthberry here, your one heavyweight world champion. Listen, man, the one championship card, the event was phenomenal. We had 2 sets of heavyweights going at it, and both of them ended in finishes. Listen, I just wanted to send a shout out to all the heavyweights. Great job. Everyone on the card, actually, great job. I know me and Amir have had this little thing going back and forth. I hope you rest well, speedy recovery, get ready for your next one. Like I've been telling everybody all along, man, it's different here in Asia. It's different at One Championship. Don't worry about everyone. You need to worry about that person standing right in front of you, especially when they close that door on our circle. Stay awesome. Rest well, everyone. Recover well. Train the brain. Love you guys.
That's cool. I like Brandon. He could have taken the low road and just said like "fuck you, Amir," but he didn't. So
like he did with Chai Louis Perry.
I feel like sometimes
I think in that one.
Yeah, I think sometimes we all forget actually how well spoken Brandon Vera is and actually how good he is at breaking it down. I could definitely in the future see him going into some like media kind of role, especially being so big in the Philippines. But
I've never met a nicer guy, and I say that a lot, I know, but in terms of, I think Leon would agree, like when you're dealing with people in fight weeks and stuff, he is genuinely a top dude, isn't he? He makes you feel comfortable when you're interviewing him. He's like, he asks you about how you're doing, and you know, a lot of fighters don't want to be there, they don't want to do the interviews, but Brandon is just such a nice dude. And even after he lost to Ongla, that fight was tough because 2 nice guys, right? And you can see the respect. He's now training with Ongla in Sanford in Florida. And I really want to pick his brains. I've asked for an interview with Brandon next week, so hopefully we get him.
Yeah, he's always so animated as well. You've got to imagine as well when you've got media member after media member after media member.
Yeah,
must get sick of it, but you could not tell that guy.
Yeah, I caught him at the end. He'd just done about 12 interviews in Tokyo, and I arrived late to the media because I'd been caught up in that typhoon thing. So my flight was delayed by a day, and I arrived at the media day a couple hours late and caught him as he was leaving. And I said, "Please, can I get an interview?" He's like, "Yeah, sure, bro. We did it in the lobby of the hotel. It was great, and I really appreciate that."
I mean, the thing with Brandon Vera is, okay, for the guys who come over from the UFC, Sage and DJ do it a little bit, but Brandon Vera really does embody integrity, humility, honor, respect, courage, discipline, compassion, valor.
He does. He is like #1 company guy. Like he buys and all that. On that same that Shanghai trip I was talking about, I probably sat down with him for about an hour there. Although obviously you've got all your one values of respect and all that. But I was doing a feature for Fighters Only on people's best street fight stories. And you talk about him getting animated. As soon as I asked that question, he was like, right. So back in the day, because he is from like this Filipino community in Virginia, is it? He's from originally? And there was also some Laotian community there as well. So he was talking about all the like gang fights they used to have there. Tammy from PR was getting a little bit nervous because Brandon was going sort of
Shout out to Tammy Chan.
And then on the event night, so it was like I can't remember the name of the venue, but you know how they've got various things going on at these one events. Like they'll have the ring girls in like a DJ booth outside somewhere. Various other things going on. At one place, there was just there didn't seem to be any like sort of minders from One Championship with him. It was just Brandon Vera next to a poster of himself with the belt, and there was just queues and queues and queues of these people from Shanghai just queuing up, and like the biggest smile on his face for every single photo. And he must have been there half the night. And yeah, he was just willing to do it. Top bloke.
He's such a good dude. I said.
If you get the opportunity, watch the movie By Bust with the former Miss World Ann Curtis from the Philippines and Brandon Vera, where they play the Filipino version of SWAT. It is a fantastic movie, one of the best movies that a mixed martial artist has been in. It goes up with the Battle of Incheon that had Sexy Yama and Liam Neeson in. One of John's favorite movies of all time. That Old Boy and Parasite. That's the trilogy of Korean classics. Isn't it, John?
Boy.
What is it?
Parasite, Old Boy, and Battle of
Incheon
with Liam Neeson.
The guy
and
who's
Sexy
in
Yama.
every film for Bong like casts this guy in every film.
His name is Bong.
Yeah, the director. I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, oh yeah,
But like
yeah. I
he
understand.
cast this famous actor in all of his films. He's like
Oh yeah,
the
the guy in Old Boy, right? You're talking about the
he's
guy in
in
Old Boy.
everything. I think. Let me double check. Any
Yeah, but-
any cinephiles among us?
No,
I
but
don't know his name, but I know the guy you're talking about.
yeah, but I've seen Old Boy. Old Boy is a classic, right?
Yeah.
The Battle of Incheon was kind of like, and
Did
then
you watch it? Sexy
I
Lamb and
haven't
Liam Neeson though. Come
Liam
on,
Tang
you
Neeson
gotta
just
like
came
it.
out of
song.
nowhere. And then
Memories
Parasite, I
of
haven't
Murder
seen
is the one. Like Memories of Murder is the one in terms of the Korean cinema. That's probably my favorite out of all
Like,
of them.
see, the thing is, like, I don't know the names of the movies in English.
Song.
I know the
right.
name.
Song Kang Ho. That's it.
So it's like hard to know what movie you guys are talking about.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well,
But Old
suppose
Boy,
you-
it's like Old Boy in Korean too, which is
Yeah.
weird.
Have you ever
In Korean,
watched
it's
the?
Old Boy.
Have you ever
Old
watched
Boy.
the American version of Old Boy
Oh,
with Samuel L. Jackson?
Dude.
And I watched it and I switched it off. I just felt like I'd been like violated.
You've been hoodwinked, and they're remaking Train to Busan too in Hollywood.
That's
Ah,
it.
man. Like, I mean, you can't just be like, "Oh, this is a really good movie. I'm just gonna copy the whole movie, but get rid of Asian people and replace them with Western people." Like, it's a ridiculous idea. Imagine like if someone was like, "Oh,
But-
in Asia they like the Beatles. Let's just do the Beatles music, but get 4 Asian dudes to do it." It's like that's not the Beatles. Do you know what I mean?
But to
It's
be
the same
fair,
thing.
like Asian countries have been remaking Hollywood movies, so just to
Yeah,
be
but
fair,
that's a different thing, isn't it? Like it's a different thing. It's like you can be Robin Hood, isn't it? It's okay to steal from the rich and give to the poor. But it's very different when you steal from the poor and give to the rich, when like the Western world has this huge machine that is Hollywood,
like the great Leon says, tomato, tomato.
Yeah, that's,
that was poor, John.
sorry.
I'm not a professional at that, so sorry about that.
No. Well,
Shit can't.
Yeah.
Do you say
I-
shit can't?
as someone from Newcastle, I'm no stranger to people who cannot do your accent. So,
Newcastle. John, can you do your impression of Dan Hooker and all the Kiwi boys and all that, the Aussies?
Oh man, it will sound just like what I did right now. Just so different. Like it just comes out. It's the same,
I still
But
want to hear it.
but one thing that I've noticed about like Australia, like guys in like southern and western Australia, they kind of sound more like pirates. And then the guys in the,
I'm
You
going to
know?
have to stop you. We've got Alexander Rakic in the chat now.
Yeah, check out
Oh, dang, look at this.
If it is indeed Alexander Rakic.
It is Alexander. Put him up on the screen, Alex.
Oh man,
What a guy. Well, he's
the Rocket.
odds on to have possibly the biggest banger of the night tomorrow, I suppose.
I don't know. I think Thiago's gonna come out and he's gonna be another animal
No,
in this fight.
I think this is going to be one of the greatest knockouts of all time. As a Scouser, I'm going to big up the best ever fight involving a Scouser, Terry Etten versus Barboza. I think he's gonna just Terry Etten Thiago Santos, to tell you the truth. I think he's gonna flat head kick KO. It's gonna be knockout of the year. Stiff legs, shaken. Yeah,
He
Rakic
does have
all the
one
way.
of the best knockouts in light heavyweight history, though. That knockout of Jimmy Manuwa was just
Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful,
devastating.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, that
Devastating.
beautiful
Yeah.
knockout.
Yeah, what a
That's
way to
got
start the
all-
main card.
I mean, this is like the light heavyweight division is kind of like the unofficial Central and Eastern European division because it's just full of killers from Europe,
it is.
top to bottom. It is like the European division. Somehow it's become the European division, but
Oscar,
it's a fantastic.
Samir,
Yeah.
Rakic,
And you've got people who like in
Okay.
5 years' time might go up to that weight as well. You've got like Till, Vittori, all these guys just one weight class below who could come up any day.
Jack Hermanson, you know, there's just
Ozdemir, Ankalaev, Krylyov.
I tell you what, lads, I think I'm going to have to go and do some work. I don't quite have Nick's ability to crack on while he's still in the chat life. But thanks for having us on.
Quick. Can I ask one question before you go, Michael?
Yeah,
I always ask people this when they come from America, Canada, or wherever. Like where you live in the UK, how would you rate the organizations? Like, obviously, the UFC is the biggest. Where does Bellator, where does Cage Warriors, where does KSW, where does One Championship and Rise and rank over there in the UK for the casual fan, and where does it rank for the hardcore fan?
Well, it's a funny one because I say I'm going to go on a tangent for this because in Newcastle, so the UFC took UFC 82 Newcastle because they did like polls about where everybody came from when they did UFC 70 in London and in Manchester, UFC 75 in London.
Mm-hmm.
And most people who traveled came from the Northeast, where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a huge fan base there. And obviously, like you said, the UFC is the biggest. But like Ryan Scopes in Bellator, he's from Shields. So when Bellator had an event, they packed the place out and they had Aaron Chalmers from Geordie Shore on as well.
Yeah.
So, but I go to a Muay Thai gym. Juan Cervantes from One Championship trains with me. So obviously we're all like hugely into One Championship because not only does he fight, it's got like kind of the best of the mainstream Muay Thai fights. So it's sort of hard to say, but obviously you go down to London, you know, Bellator always goes to Wembley. Bama used to go to Wembley. Cage Warriors is always in the O2 and all that sort of thing. So I think it's a tricky one. I think out of the mainstream, it's pretty much nothing apart from the UFC.
What would do a bigger crowd in Newcastle? Cage Warriors or One Championship or Bellator? Like out of those three?
To be fair, if you can get a few local lads on, they would just shift a ton of tickets. Because there's a boxer called Joe Laws. He fights on Eddie Hearn's promotions.
Yeah.
He sold over, like he was on the undercard of a Lewis Ritson fight, and he sold more than 1,000 tickets himself, and like the arena capacity is like 8,000. So like he put like an eighth of the people in that building. So like if you you can change the arena down to about 5,000 people. So depending on who you have on, you can get anyone really. And plus you get people you get people traveling down from Scotland, traveling up from anywhere really.
You get people coming up from Liverpool because I had some friends who went back a few years ago to see Paddy Pimblett up in was he in Newcastle? And like Paddy Pimblett, like he's actually got more followers than Terry Etim, and Terry Etim went and fought in the UFC, but Paddy Pimblett is a huge star in Liverpool, and sometimes people forget how big the regional promotions are.
Everyone loves coming here for fight events as well because you go out and party afterwards. So,
can I ask you a question, Michael? Did you ever get to check out that infamous Fame MMA show that they put on with Charlie Sloth?
Where was I? There was a reason I couldn't go. I think there might have been a One Championship event on that day, so I was working doing it. So I didn't. I mean, not saying I would have gone anyway, but that was mad. Well, there you go. There was that thing, like a bunch of like B-list celebrities or C-list or D-list celebrities from the UK got basically put in MMA fights, and that sold about 4,000 tickets or something like that. It's crazy. People just
tell everyone out there, if there's something you want to look into, check out Fame MMA. It's part of KSW. It's in Poland. They do celebrity fights, and they tried to do it in the UK, but copy the Polish model, and it was just the biggest disaster. They had rappers on the mic, DJs. It was like Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson gone wrong to the nth degree.
Rakic has commented again.
Oh, goodness.
There you go. Anyway, right, I'm going to have to shoot, lads. Thanks again.
Absolute pleasure to meet you, Michael.
Have a good one,
Michael. Yeah, how are you doing?
How do I leave studio? Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, we're just being trolled by fake people. I'm not even sure anymore.
I think everybody's fake, so
we had
Are we just in a simulation?
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe
think they're gonna
Jan.
be hopping on during their cutting weight and waiting to weigh in. It's hard to believe that they would do that, but who knows?
Maybe Jan was fake as
So-
well. I don't know. I don't want to say it.
Here's a question for John. Who's going to be the next Korean champion in one championship? Is it going to be Kang or is it going to be Han?
I think it's most likely gonna be Ham.
Yeah, you don't think Kang is going to go on a turn now?
Who knows? You know, I mean, I told you, Amir is not this big back monster that everybody thinks he is. I think
But
that
also,
he's
Can I say-
somewhat
Han could be
overrated.
champion this time next year. Was the heavyweight division, although it's more fun now, we're still waiting. Brandon Veer's still got to fight.
25 as well. It's freakishly young for a heavyweight. He's got like 15 years of being a heavyweight. Like honestly,
I
like,
did. You might not have a brain. I don't think you want to fight for that long.
Right. He's not getting knocked out. He's undefeated. As long as he's not getting beaten, you know.
Yeah, I think we should slow down a little bit on jumping on the hype train of Kang too. So, you know how it is.
I'm not sure if I can totally agree with you there, John, but I feel big things coming from this guy. And you know what I'd love to see, John? I'd absolutely love to see an interview with Kang on SCMP MMA because we don't have enough Koreans on this YouTube channel.
I got a bunch of interviews from Ryzen though. I could give you those.
Hey,
But I don't know about Kang. I have to talk to his management or his gym or his coach or whatever. See what's up. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting him on and see. I don't think he'd be that interesting. He doesn't seem too interesting though.
Anyway, guys, it's 11:15 here in Hong Kong. I'm going to sign off. Love you, leave you. Thank you for an absolutely fantastic show, John Hong Ko. Check him out, Kumite TV. Some of the best interviews in the game. Best interviews on SCMP MMA YouTube.
Dang, you just dig that Nick right there. Come on, man. You can't say that.
Himself, Leon, Asian Persuasion MMA. Check out his website, all the best stuff. Check out his Twitter, Nico SCMP, always with the banter. And while you're there, join greatest ever APP in the world, Play Store, iOS, Huawei Gallery. Check it all out. Fanatics MMA Fantasy app. Join us all on there. Thank you very much. Peace and love, guys.
Bye-bye.
Just the three of us. All right. Hong Kong.
Man, we're like 3.5 hours, man. I might have to buy out too. It's like 1 a.m.
I'm down to bow. Yeah.
You ready?
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, John. Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Michael Owens. And thank you, all the people in the chat. And if that was the real Jan Blachowicz, and if that was the real Alexander Rakic, that's very cool of you dropping in and saying hello on the chat. We're always here. You guys went over time, says John KL. We're always on time, John. Absolutely. But he also says good night. And good night to you and good luck, everyone. But don't leave yet. If you're over on the West Coast and all that shit in America, we're going to have the live UFC 259 weigh-ins in about an hour and 15 minutes. So come back and watch those. Yeah, Drake Riggs is over there for us. So if you like your UFC, go and watch it. Otherwise, we'll see you again next. 2 weeks, isn't it, Leon? You just said
2
for
weeks,
one chapter.
yeah.
Fist of Fury. All right. Next live Fight Companions in 2 weeks. We'll see you then, guys. Anyway, thank you so much and goodbye.